There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think a fall angel just walked by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.
One, two, three, jump!
Get wild.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom, what's up, baby? Noah Gray here, tight end for your Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to All Chiefed Up with Mike and Steve Williams.
Hola.
What's going on, guys? How you doing today?
What's up? What's up, Steve?
Not much, man. Just got through mowing the yard, doing the duties around the house. It's been a good day, though. I mean, Jerick McKinnon got re-signed to the Kansas City Chiefs. How about that, guys? I know that makes you happy. Put that in the comments.
Yeah,
Got you, Mike?
It's been a while, but man, it's the old birthday. I feel old. My bones hurt.
Should.
Yeah, my bones hurt. I went and had like a birthday, like an early birthday dinner. I had some just had some wings, you know. I didn't want to go all out. I think this weekend though I might hit up like PF Chang's. I've been wanting to try PF Chang's. Never been to a PF Chang's. Like, is that crazy?
I haven't either. But yeah, they signed Jet Beck and they declined the 5th-year option on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So pretty much exactly like we expected coming out of the draft. So how do you like the way the running back room shaping up for next year, Mike? Do you think it's going to be pretty much what you see? You think they'll make one more little acquisition?
Look, they didn't sign back Clyde. We knew, well, not sign him back. They didn't take his 5th-year option. We knew they were probably going to pass on that one. You can't really pay him what you would have had to at that 5th-year option price. I just don't see it. Will Clyde be back this year? Yes. He's going to be on the team. Is there still a possibility Brett Veach tries to trade him for something? At some point, maybe. It depends on his value. There's probably teams that would be interested, I would think, at some point. But I think Clyde comes back. I think he contributes this year. McKinnon coming back is great. Pacheco, obviously awesome. We've got to find that 4th. I think a 4th would be really good, kind of like we had Ronald Jones last year. Is that Jerry Neely off the practice squad? Is that the UDFA Deneric Prince out of Tulsa? I think we got to find that 4th guy. We do have P. Ryan on the roster. He played at Florida. Didn't really do much with his time in the NFL, so we'll figure it out, man. I don't know. I don't know if this is the exact running back room we're going to have going into the season or not.
Yeah, I don't either. But I think that you're going to see Clyde get some production just like he always does when he's healthy. I mean, they're going to use the guy unless they trade him before the season or something crazy like that. It's a possibility. But if they don't, they're going to use him.
Chris, what's up,
How you doing, man?
Chris says he just got his ACU Lil Poppy shirt. So that's awesome, dude. Let us know how it looks, man. Send us a picture or something because very curious. We've yet to even order any of our own merch. I kind of want to order some merch just so I can wear it around, you know, and people can be like, hey, you're Mike from All Chiefed Up. And I'll be like, no, I just look like him.
That's not going to happen. No one's going to say that. I don't have anything either. I thought about ordering something myself, but that little Poppy t-shirt's pretty sweet though, man. It's got the logo on the front and on the back, number 10, just says little Poppy. That's pretty cool. What's going on, Claire? How you doing? She says,
hey,
happy
Claire.
birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Mike's 40. Mike's old.
I just turned the big 4-0 today.
Officially.
As soon as midnight came around, man, I got instantly depressed. I'm like, my God.
Me too.
40 years old. Like, I know it's not old. Don't get me wrong. It's not old. It really isn't. Like in today's world with modern medicine, it's not that old, but it's just a psychological thing. You're like, my God, I remember being like a teenager, like it was yesterday. And it's like, what's happened? Like life's got to slow down a little bit, man.
Yeah, it makes me feel old as well when my big brother turns 40. So it is what it is.
All right. What's up, Steve?
Come on, Steve.
Happy birthday, Mike. Thank you, sir. Did Steve get you a birthday shot? No, I haven't seen Steve today. This is one of the rare days we didn't hang out. Actually, I just kind of got up.
I was gonna see if you wanted to do a late dinner, but you know, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know. But you already had some wings, and then there's no telling what's going on upstairs. I might have some spaghetti cooking or something. I don't really know.
Right, Chiefer, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Happy birthday. Good to be here.
What's going on, Chiefer?
We actually made you a mod. Let us know if all that's working for you or if we have to adjust anything, but we appreciate you. Jan, thank you, Jan. Happy birthday, says Jan. I appreciate you. Scott's in the house. Scott says, let's freaking go. Scott. McKinnon is back. You're right, Scott.
Yes, he is.
It's great. Dude, it's pretty crazy, man. Gary, what's going on, brother?
Did they do another 1-year deal with him? Is that what they did? I didn't get to see the details, but I'm imagining it's probably a 1 year in between that $1 and $2 million mark. I figured it'd be something like last season. I don't think they're going to give him too much.
I think he earned more than what he should have got last year, but they haven't released the contract details as of yet. They could have over the last hour. I haven't looked in the past hour, so it's possible. I'll take a look for you guys in a minute. We'll see. Steve says, help our boys and smash that like button. Yeah, for sure, man. There's 33 of you guys in here. I know it's a little early. We're streaming a little bit early today, but we don't want to step on Cole's toes. Does that rhyme? Cole's toes? Yeah, so
Cole's
we're
toes.
just going to pregame you guys a little bit for Cole. He's going to go live tonight. He always does his Tuesday night hangout. We don't want to get in his way. So we're just going to get you guys warmed up, send you his way. So hit that smash, hit that like button, and share us around, man. Let's see if we can get it going.
That old age is creeping in. It's already got you saying,
man.
Hit that smash or whatever you were trying to say.
Chiefsaholic, what's up, brother? He says, happy birthday, Broham. This guy, he says Broham.
What's up, Chiefs Alcoholic?
What does Broham mean, bro?
Why do you love Brohams? Yeah, he does. He calls us Brohams quite a bit.
He does. 20 bomb from American 1020. PF
American.
Chang's
What's up,
Dono.
man?
Mike, happy
Nice.
birthday, man. Blessings. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. You gotta get some PF Chang's now.
I'm definitely.
American said so.
Yeah, you and the Otasia may have to drive up, meet some PF Chang's this weekend with us or something.
I think we will.
That would be pretty awesome. We'll celebrate a little bit. Chris is super excited over Jet. He is super excited over Jet. Yeah,
Most
man.
people are, right?
Same.
I mean, after the season he had last year, dude had 10 touchdowns. Of course, now we're receiving, but it's nice to have somebody that can protect Mahomes and still be a threat, when it matters. Like when plays break down, he seems to have that connection with Mahomes where he finds a little soft spot and scores.
Right. He also says 40 is the new 30. Man.
I hope you're right, Chris, because I'm a couple years outside of that.
Yeah, but when I hit 30, man, I started getting back issues. I was like, dang, my back.
I had those since I was like 16.
So now that I hit 40, I'm like, what's going next? I woke up this morning and my arms were itching, and I feel like I got a rash on the inside of my elbow, and I'm like, is 40 the year for the rash? I don't know, but
I've always heard that the morning you wake up and you're 40 years old, you can't see up close anymore, so you might be looking into like some readers soon or something like that.
Hold up.
Might need to check that out.
Dude, that's been going for a little while, I think.
You have to scoot it back.
It's cool. On the money with a 5. I appreciate you, brother. He says, all you guys do is get better. Channel has come a long way. Happy birthday, old guy. I am old, and awesome, I do appreciate you. Yeah, we try to get better. If anybody's got any suggestions, do you guys want to, what do you guys like to see, man? We want to hear from all you guys. If you want more of something, if you want less of something, if you think we're ugly and we need to have facial reconstruction surgery, just throw that big dono out. We'll go get that. Other than that,
we won't waste your money.
Right. But yeah, let us know, man. We're always looking to do something different. The way we kind of got it set up is we thought, hey, within the Chiefs niche, we got people that have, there's people that talk. You got your talking heads. You got your analyst. You have Cole. Cole likes to do breaking news and all that kind of stuff. We kind of come at it from a view of we grew up watching ESPN. We kind of wanted to make a little Chiefs TV show out of it, where we talk about topics. We give a little back and forth. Just having a little fun that way. So if that's something you guys still want to see, let us know. And if you think we should pivot somewhere, we'll take that into consideration too.
We appreciate that on the money. Thanks for that 5, man. We appreciate that. Yeah, so maybe I could take on the role of Skip Bayless, and I could just get all the worst takes about the Chiefs and bring them to you, Mike, and you can yell at me for 30 minutes. Maybe people would like that.
Dude, I'll
I'll sell it too. I'll sell it. I'll be like, we should just, we don't need Jerick McKinnon. Throw him away. Put him in the trash can.
Steve says the schedule will be out soon. Steve, make a poll on who do you think will play in the opener. Hey, I think there's a few ideas. Are they going to put us against the rematch with the Eagles in the opener? Are they going to rematch us against the Bengals in the opener? Or maybe a little Josh Allen action in the opener? Those are all good choices. Dark horse opener against Miami and Tyreek Hill coming into Arrowhead.
I can see that one.
That may be a dark horse. So put those 4 teams out and let everybody vote a little bit. Edits, what's up, brother? Good to see you. He says, happy birthday to Mike. I appreciate you. You're the man. Chris with a 20. My boy, he says, second B-Day, PF Chang's Dono. Order one of everything.
Nice.
Dude, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, never been there. Y'all let me know what to order if I do go.
Who was the fourth option? Who was the fourth option? Eagles, Bengals, Dolphins.
Bills.
Okay. All right. It's up. Go vote on that.
Chris, appreciate you, brother.
20,
Can't say it
Chris
again.
Is awesome.
Can't say it enough, brother. You're the man. Gary says, happy birthday. I appreciate you, Gary. You're the man.
Gary?
Yeah. Appreciate you. You guys don't know, man. Like, yeah, sometimes birthdays, you just kind of feel weird. You know, you get in your feelings. You're like, this is supposed to be a good day, but
Mike,
I tell you, it's just one of those things. Like, you just want to be around people. And I've really been around too many people, just me and the girlfriend hanging out today. But now I'm on here with you guys. You guys will make me feel better, surely. And if not, you'll give me a lot of hell.
They always make you feel better, Mike. Mike can be in the worst mood, and he hangs out with you guys, and then he's all good afterwards.
That's true. Thanks, Scott. He says, happy 40th. Yeah, Steve, you're right. If I hang out with these guys, they always make me feel better. Cheever says eyesight is the first to go.
Oh, no. I kind of been feeling that myself. I'm 38, guys, and I think I've been seeing a difference, but I'm not for sure. It could just be in my head. I'm like one of those people. I'll just like if I feel like something's wrong, like I have a full meltdown. I'm like a panic person. I don't know what you call it.
Boats and Hose. What's up, brother? Great vibes as always. We appreciate you being here, man. It's good to see everybody on a Tuesday evening.
And the best YouTube name ever. So
also, Amani, Draft Bush Jet has shipped away, and the real Jet has landed back in KC. Let's run it back. 2-time Super Bowl champs. Draft Bus, man. Clyde. I would think Clyde's a bust.
No, it's Draft Bus. He's talking about McCall Hardman. Get him out of here. We got the other Jet.
Oh, the other Jet. Okay, I got you. I thought he was talking about Clyde not getting that fifth year.
I'm never going to get over that. I'm never going to get over it, guys. I'm never going to get over taking McCall Hardman over DK. That's never going to hit right with me.
I hear you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the happy birthday. What we got here? Chew. What's up, man? Last year, I was extremely surprised that Jet didn't get re-signed and was waiting for it until we heard about his surgery. This year is not only logical, but a must-have. I think everybody agrees, man. Jet earned his way back onto this team. He's the guy that keeps Patrick clean, and that's what we need.
Right.
I'm gonna start calling. You think Jet should change his nickname? I think we should nickname him Tide Pod because he's keeping that jersey clean.
He's like a Jet, the wet Jet.
No, he's the eraser stick. He erases blockers. You know what I mean? Like the blitzers. He erases them. The little stick. I don't know what it's called either.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, but I'm cool with the Jet McKinnon re-signing because, I mean, I'm glad it's only a 1 year. You can't go too crazy with him just because he's a little older and he does have an injury history, so you can't get too out of pocket with what's going on there. But I think it's a fair thing to do to keep allowing him to come back on 1 year deals or whatever might work best because he has to know. He has to give a little bit on his side as well. I know he had 10 touchdowns last year. But like I said in a video the other day, you can't get too big for your pants because you had 10 touchdowns and think that we're going to have magic money to pay you because we just don't have it.
Right. And it says suggestion. One time on stream, you should do a Chiefs trivia quiz or something. Yeah, we should do that. That would be pretty fun.
Too many dang Googlers out there. I see the cheaters everywhere. Who's going to be the first one?
We'll just say no Google.
Brian Parrott.
I'm sure they'll listen. Florida, KC Chiefs fan, what's up? What's up, brother? Good to see you here.
Going on, my man?
You. How's Florida treating you, man? I want to get down to Florida, Steve. Like, I'm ready for a vacation, dude. I feel like draft just kind of like just kicked. I'm just gonna say it kicked my ass. I'm tired. The draft literally
it was
destroyed me. Like, I feel tired. I was actually watching RGR yesterday. Like, it wasn't RGR. It was Locked On. Chris and Ryan was on there talking, dude, and they looked so out of it. And people were like, "Are you guys okay?" Yeah. And they're like, "Dude, the draft killed us." It's crazy. Then again,
it was definitely something, man.
Cole on here, only 30 years old, out here like a spring chicken. This dude looks like he just woke up every day like happy.
49 full videos, 50 shorts, 72 live streams. Like, but you know what? That poor guy with him that he's got doing all of his editing now, he probably hates his life. I think I saw him on the live stream at one point, and it just what it looked like, dude. Like, that guy was dying a little bit, just hanging out.
I hear you. Gary
went to eat a delicious meal or something.
Gary says, Stephen Mike, no Skip Bayless or Shannon Sharp stuff. Dude, you know,
I can never be a Skip. Don't worry about that.
I used to never thought I'd ever agree with Shannon Sharp about anything. I hated Shannon Sharp, man. When he played for the Broncos, you don't like anybody that puts on an opposing rival's jersey. I just can't do it. And now especially Shannon Sharp kind of sticks up for Kelsey and Mahomes a little bit. I'll give it to him.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to be right on the show, right? I mean,
right.
Everybody can't be stupid like Skip. They have to offset each other.
That's true. Scott says, I would like you to break down all the Chiefs trade in the draft plus the 23 first through third rounds and break them down. Please don't. I'm hoping that Scott's joking here. Is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he said you haven't had enough draft yet. You go ahead and you talk about it some more. But hey, while he brought up the trades and stuff, little pat on our own back here. We actually got some picks right this year. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, Rashee Rice, and BJ Thompson. We knew they were going to go after all three of those guys, and we actually called the trade with the same trade partner in round 2.
That's true.
With Detroit. So that's insane. But yeah, so a little pat on the back.
Mock draft 1.0, our first attempt. We actually hit trade up in round 2 with the Lions. But the Chiefs asked for another, I want to say they got a round something out of it. They asked for something that we didn't ask for, and so the trade value was a little different. But
right, when people are on Twitter or wherever they might be talking about the best draft coverage or the best draft content in the Chiefs niche, you don't ever hear all Chiefed Up brought up, but we're the most accurate. So I just want to throw that out there.
Steve, shots fired, says Steve.
Needs to change.
Yeah, I will say we're invisible. But it's okay. It's okay.
Everybody else can talk about these guys that we're never going to get in 10 million years, and we can hit 3 picks. But they're the best. Make sure you listen to them.
It's good. Steve's not bitter or anything. JB says it'll be the Dolphins, the other 3 Sunday primetime games. I hear you. I could totally see that.
I'm thinking the Dolphins too, JB. I think that's like the one that's going to get them the most views, right?
American 1020. Thanks for the 20 bomb again, brother. Mongolian beef, chow mein, shrimp fried rice, bro.
That sounds good.
That sounds awesome. I'm down with it. And he says, getting hungry now, going to eat steak. See y'all later. Cheers. Appreciate you being here, man. Go enjoy your steak. You deserve it. You're the man.
That sounds good too.
Gary says, Steve and Mike, what do you guys think of the UDFA this year? I think Veach and them went after a lot of people in UDFAs that wasn't even on the radars of some of the people.
I think so too.
I don't know if it was another thing where our list gets out and then Brett Veach leaks the list to try to get people to go get those players so he can actually get the guys he wants. Because it seems like there's a few teams. Who was it this year? The Bears, the Seahawks. There were certain teams that were just snagging everybody that's ever been talked about linked to Kansas City. And Brett Veach kind of sets back and takes some people in the UDFAs. Again, my favorite UDFA is got to be Cam Jones and Deneric Prince. Those two I think are going to be stills. The other guys, I really like the kid out of Tennessee, the offensive lineman they pulled out of there. I forget his name. Carvin. Yeah, I think he might be something too. We had a couple guys last year they brought in for linemen, from UDFAs that almost made the team. If you remember, they were from like Central Michigan. I can't remember these names off my head, but
I think Brett Veach actually missed out on some guys he wanted to get as UDFAs. I think they really wanted Khalif Hallisey, cornerback from Western Kentucky. I think that was a target of theirs. I think they wanted him. Did not work out. Probably should have drafted him round 7, but they didn't. They went after Nick Jones and they lost him. I think the Jets ended up picking him up. But the UDFAs were fine. I think people need to tone it down just a tad bit on the Deneric Prince thing.
Don't let it go. Just let him have fun.
He's not an Isaiah Pacheco clone. He's not going to be Isaiah Pacheco. I'm sorry. He's just not. That's insane. Like, Isaiah Pacheco fell in the draft to round 7, and we still grabbed him knowing that he fell. This guy's it's totally different. Watch a lot of his tape instead of just the highlights, and you'll see he's not Isaiah Pacheco. But he is good. I do like him. I'm excited about him. But geez, got to pump them brakes a little. Get a little out of pocket.
Don't do
Getting
it.
Crazy.
Hype it up. We need Justin Ross part 2. Hype it up. Nobody cares. Just hype it. Like, why not? Don't listen to Steve. He's being a Debbie Downer.
Being a downer.
Deneric Prince is good, man. I had him in a 6th round pick. I actually said he could have been picked in the late 5th. I actually thought he deserved that. I don't know. Why didn't he get picked? Draft guru over there. Why didn't they pick Deneric Prince?
Because he's not Isaiah Pacheco. He's just not.
Well, you don't have to be Isaiah Pacheco, but
Monty says, Mike and Steve, if y'all ever go down to Texas, y'all need to try Wing Daddies and got to try the fried gator. It's fire. Man, I don't know if I could eat gator. I think I have, but not just like, what was it? I don't even know. It was in something I had. It was like an ingredient, but it wasn't just like straight up gator.
Did we not get
There's-
something with gator in it when we went to St. Louis that time and ate at that little Cajun place?
Are you
downtown.
talking about like a Broadway oyster bar or something like that? It's like right there by Bush.
Yeah, we had like an alligator like cream cheese dip or something as an appetizer.
I don't
Do you
know.
Remember?
That's a pretty good restaurant though. But yeah, if we get down to Texas, we will give it a shot.
Dude, Wing Daddy
And
sounds
wing
awesome.
daddies, anything with good wings. I'm all
Tom
about
Hood
it.
says, "How about those
Come on,
cheese?
Tom.
Can
How
we
you
get
doing,
a
man?
let's get a how about those Chiefs? How about those?
How about those cheese?
Where's Big Red? Where's Big Red?
Big Red. Big
I wanna
Red's
get-
the man. Hey, I've seen an epidemic on Facebook, guys. Like, we have to help our fellow Chiefs Kingdom people, okay? There's so many people, and it's usually like, no offense, but it's usually like middle-aged, like females or like really old guys. Like someone that can be, they keep taking pictures with the fake Andy Reid, and they think it's actually Andy Reid.
Shut
And then they're
up.
like, I swear, I've seen it like 15 times on Facebook, and I always feel so bad for them. I don't break the news to them. I just leave it alone. But somebody's got to tell them. Like,
okay.
somebody's got to tell them.
Yeah, don't be falling for fake Andy out there. Even though he's pretty convincing though. But doesn't he walk
Randy
around with
Reid.
doesn't he walk around with a Waffle House menu? Like that's the dead giveaway, people. Andy Reid's really not walking around with a Waffle House menu. Should he? Probably. Gary, what's up,
Mike.
man? He says, Stephen, Mike, if you guys come to training camp, the whole KC barbecue places, Jack Stack, Joe's, Q39, or WHI, I don't know where that was going. It looks like it cut you off. We love Jack Stacks. We love Joe's and Q39. That's three of our favorites.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, if we come down there over training camp, we'll let you guys know. We can all get together and eat some barbecue somewhere. I don't care who comes out, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Actually, those three places you named are the best three, right? Like, in my opinion. Like, everyone screams Gates just because they want it to be the old school place, which Gates is cool. It's good. But it's just, these guys are in a league of their own. If you want a good sandwich, you got to go to Q39 or Joe's. You either get the Z-Man or you get that burnt-in burger from Q39. Those are the best two sandwiches you can get, man.
I love the burnt-in burger. There's just something about
So
that.
good.
It's so good.
And that Z-Man at Joe's, there's a reason why it's popular. Like,
Zarda's got like the little off Z-Man. What's it called?
Zarda's
Like the
good
little-
too.
Zarda's
Zarda's an
good.
underrated place. Like, people don't talk about it enough.
Tom says, what's going to happen to CEH now? I think CEH is going to stay on our roster. I think he's
I
going
think
to.
so too.
I think he'll contribute this year. He might even play a little bit better than you think he's going to. He's got to put some film
Right.
out now. He's got to get it going.
Absolutely. I think he'll play pretty good this year when he gets the opportunity because he's trying to make
Steve, Chris says,
statement
let
to
the
everybody else.
let the birthday boy have his Prince. Let me have the Prince. Just let me have
Okay.
Prince a little.
Man, he's going to be the best running back in the league next year, probably.
Yes, thank you. Tom Hood says, fried gator. That sounds like heartburn. That honestly does a little bit.
Yeah, but I'd still try it. I give it a go.
JB's
You know what else
on my
is heartburn?
side.
Eating Mexican
What?
food every day, but I do it anyway.
That's true. Steve texted me last night and said I'm eating Mexican food for the third straight day. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Man,
Like, I
just
love
have-
Mexican
have a-
food, but my God.
I have an addiction to tomatillo sauce. Like, just the taste and the pure heat of it, dude. It's just so good. I can't get enough.
That's crazy. JB says, in Beach We Trust, if he signed Prince, there's something there. You're right, JB. You're right. No, I don't think he's going to come. He's not coming in and stealing nobody's job. But if you tell me this kid could be a camp body that could turn himself into a practice squad player that could get on the roster at some point, yeah, man, I don't see it out of the realm of possibility. Steve was telling me about Tyjae Spears last night, guys. Have y'all heard the news about Tyjae Spears?
Whoa.
Steve,
Man.
what was it?
The Titans, they really bungled up the draft a little bit. Of course, they went and got Will Levis, which I don't think that's bad for them. At the same time, it's like you took Malik Willis last season. So you literally just drafted a guy in the second round that's going to be your third string quarterback until something happens. And on top of that, they went and got Tyjae Spears in the third round. Come to find out after his medicals, or like his physical with Tennessee, on his knee, he has no ACL in his knee. And he's got missing cartilage. And what else was it? Arthritis. He's got bad arthritis in his knee. They said that they don't know if his career will outlast his rookie contract. And they took him in the third round, dude. It's crazy how that didn't get out beforehand, because usually when somebody's medicals come out and they slip and slip and slip, you never heard nothing about Tyjae Spears.
Right, check it out. I don't know if you guys can see this, but check it out. The Tennessean says Network NFL's Ian Rappaport reported that Spears has twice torn his ACLs, the most recent in 2020 after suffering one in high school, and is missing one. He's missing an entire. How do you even walk without an ACL? How do you run? I'm going to tell you something. Does this change the game,
Crazy.
Steve? Does this change the game?
You don't even need them anymore?
Everybody fears the ACL tear. We don't even need them. Just chop them off and let's go.
Tajay Spears does it without him. You don't need it either.
Right.
Get your butt back out there on the field.
You're right. Chu says, it's so funny to see all this talk now about Philly's draft. Wasn't it clear fast they nailed it? But then again, they took big swings, had 2 first-rounders, 2 high thirds, were people sleeping. Dude, they had like a top 10 pick. They had a player fall to them. Don't get me wrong, a good player, but he's got tons of baggage that went along with it. And then nobody wanted Nolan Smith. That's why he fell. I'm telling you guys, he's a speed guy. He's the combine guy, but if he gets in the NFL, the chance of his production is not going to be there. It's just not. I think that's why he fell so far. He's a rush linebacker. It's just, I don't know. I'm not so sold on Nolan Smith, to be honest. And
no. Well,
I don't know. Philly's draft's okay.
I'm just gonna continue to make fun of Philly for taking nothing but Georgia players just because it's fun. I mean, they did have a good draft. Don't get me wrong. You could tell they're not wanting to disappear after losing that Super Bowl. They're wanting to make another run at it. You could tell. But I'm still gonna make fun of them for that.
Right. So JB says Joe's KC barbecue is the bomb. We'll be going back on the next visit to KC. Dude, it's
Absolutely.
awesome. The first time we ever went, we took our dad down there and we all wanted to go see, Joe's, the gas station barbecue. And man, the line was wrapped so far around the building, we had to go somewhere else. It was going to literally take like 3 hours to get in there. So it's crazy. But we've been there a few times since, and it is awesome.
The trick is you get there when they open, around 11 a.m., and then you just walk right in the place.
Right. What's up, Joe? Joe says Saints released Derek Gore this afternoon. Would like to see the Chiefs pick him up. He knows the offense and has been productive for us in the past, especially the passing game. That's probably a good possibility. They could bring him in with nothing more than a camp body.
Yeah.
I
Throw him on the practice squad. It's a good little backup plan.
Yeah, I don't see
It couldn't hurt anything.
Yeah, they may do that. They may do it. Jay, what's up, man? He says, happy birthday.
Up,
I appreciate you, Jay. Good for being here. Jan with a $20 super sticker.
Bomb.
Thank you, Jan. I appreciate you. You're awesome as always. And
yes. Thanks for all the support, Jan. We appreciate that. Man. Mike, you're 40, bro. 40.
I'm
That
40.
still freaks me out when I think about it.
Yeah.
No, but thanks, Jan, for the 20. That's awesome. You're amazing. Always supporting us. She says we need Gore. Or do we need Gore? Oh, okay. No, we don't. We don't need him, no. I think, if anything, like Mike said, it could be like an extra camp body, somebody on the practice squad that knows the offense in case, something crazy goes down. So, I mean, we don't need him, but it wouldn't be bad.
Hey, guys, if you're just now getting here, we're talking about a little Clyde Edwards-Helaire news. We're talking about some running back news. It's my 40th birthday, so we're just kind of hanging out. So let us know what you guys are doing in the chat, where you're watching from. That's cool. Wish me a happy birthday. I'll take that. Also, hit that like button, smash the like button. And if you want to support, we take donos. We take, you can go check out our merch. We got a merch store. Like, I think Steve linked it up. It's down here somewhere. Or you can just go to merch.allchiefedup.com. Take a look at all that. Everything goes to help the channel. We put everything back into it. And, yeah, that's pretty much it.
If you're new here, stick around for a while. Get to know everybody in the chat, man. It's a good group of people. And hit that sub button. Hit that sub and that bell, and you can hang out with us more often.
Definitely hit the sub button. You know what? I think it's the off season or something, but YouTube's just, there's not a lot of people on YouTube right now, Steve. I think they're enjoying the weather. Football season's kind of hit a dull point, the draft. I feel like people's just trying to get football off the mind right now. They just want to enjoy summertime, but we definitely can tell. The YouTube's
been slow going. It's been a grind,
slow.
that's for sure. Yeah, we're trying to get to 10K subs, and it seems like we're kind of just halted recently. It's been weird.
It's off season, man. Scott says last time Justin Houston had ACL surgery while at the Chiefs, it was because his ACL was not working. LOL. How does that work?
I'm so confused on what ACLs even are now. It's like everything I thought I knew in life is not true. Apparently you don't need it. They can just stop working on you. You know what I think? I think people like, not Orlando, but what's his name? Odell Beckham Jr. I think people like him, they're just soft. They should still be playing without their ACLs and with their torn ACLs.
Dude, you got a
Because
kid.
Tajay Spears said so.
Tajay Spears rips his ACL out with his bare hands in high school and continues to get drafted in the NFL after putting on a killer college career. I mean, come on, man. It's just that. Let's see. The real Cato. What's up, Cato, man?
What
Good
up,
to see
Cato?
you. He says, yo, what's up, bros? Happy birthday, Mike. Welcome to the 40 Club.
Damn.
Let me know, man. What do I need to start expecting? Let me know in the chat. Should I expect more back pain? Are my bones going to get brittle? Am I going to have arthritis? Like, what comes next? I'm scared to death. They've already told me the eyesight might disappear. I've had the same exact eyesight since I was 18. It's bad, but it's been the same.
We're both blind, but, it's hanging out steadily blind.
Right. Joe says, for your information, Hines Ward doesn't have an ACL in either knee.
I'm so confused.
What does the ACL do then? Why do we miss all the seasons?
How come some people need them and some people don't? That's what I want to know.
Why is it so feared then if you don't even need, like, it must do something. It must help you with something, right? It's got to. KCDC, what's up, man? He said, what's up, Kingdom?
What's up?
Finally caught y'all live. Happy 40th Derby is in the air. Dude, I passed Churchill Downs last night, man. There were people out there at 3 a.m. getting ready to run horses. Our news has been there around the clock. I go by Churchill Downs almost every day, man. And
Gonna be a good one.
It's in the air here. Dude.
It's weird.
Crazy.
Every year they're talking about the big celebrities that are going to be at the Derby. This year, the one that they're pushing the most is Jack Harlow and Patrick Mahomes, baby. Isn't it crazy? Like, think about that for a second. Did you ever think that we'd have a Chiefs quarterback that was that highly regarded? Because back when Tyler Palko was, doing his little scissor kick while he threw the ball and went 10 yards and Debo got mad. Yeah. I never thought that, we would have a quarterback that's the best player in the game, man.
Dude, has anybody got to look at Derby horses yet? If you got a favorite, drop it in the comments. I'm curious. I always need somebody to bet on. So far, I like one called Tappet Trice, I think is his name. Tappet Trice, Tappet Twice. He's gray. I love gray horses. And his dad was Tappet. You remember him. He ran in the Derby, I think. He actually won a few times.
Oh, no.
So.
We talked about this before, though. I always want to pick the gray horses because they're the coolest looking ones. But they don't win that often. I feel like it gets me in trouble.
There's a horse called Forte. I think he's gonna be tough to beat. He's probably gonna be the favorite, so you ain't gonna make no money off of him. He's a pretty horse. Okay, Chris Wright says schedule drop is in 10 days. It is, man. Excited to see it. They'll probably drop it on a Thursday night at about 8 p.m. usually Eastern time. We may try to go live, do a live schedule drop with you guys so we can all talk about what we think.
That'd be fun.
How the Chiefs got hosed, because that's coming, and then We'll throw out some predictions, man. It'll be fun. Chu says Frank Clark ideas, even if not as a player, but Chiefs got many new buddies to be taught on the D-line and took the Greek under his wing. I could see us re-signing back Frank Clark if he don't sign soon. I could see us bringing him in on a 1 year if he wants to come back. I wouldn't be opposed to it, man.
No, I mean, the way he was helping Karlaftis last year, I mean, bring him in and help out. Imagine if he took, Felix under his wing and BJ.
Tom says you can just tape your ACL up with duct tape and get back out there.
I guess so. I didn't know. I thought it was season-ending injury, because that's what they make it out to be. But apparently you just get up, rub some dirt on it, and get back out there, baby.
Right. Gary asked about Frank Clark, too. Will he sign with the Chiefs later this year again because he could get a new contract? I don't know his situation. Like, is he getting offers from teams? Is it just something he don't want? Is he looking for something specific? Nobody knows. But if he comes back to Kansas City, I'm not going to be bummed about it because we have enough at the defensive end position now. I think a Frank Clark would help B.J. Thompson grow a lot.
And
I think he'd help Felix a lot. And then I think that they would also preserve Frank throughout the season, and then playoff Frank could be taken up another notch. I think that's something, man. Cato says your hairline will run away from your face.
It's already started. That started a long time ago. You see it? It went from widow's peak to it's just all running away from my face.
Amelia, what's up? Thank you. Happy birthday, Mike. I appreciate it. 40 is the new 50. Wait, what? I'm 50? Oh, my gosh.
Man, somebody tried to make you feel good by saying it was the new 30, and Amelia comes in here and
squashes my hopes.
Harsh dose of reality.
Right.
You're old, bro. Deal with it.
Joe says, I'm seeing that neither Elway or Namath had ACLs. It's obvious that ACLs aren't even important.
ACLs no more. Yeah. Next time I hear somebody's out for the year because they tore their ACL, I'm gonna be like, sissy. Like, what are they doing?
I mean, at this point, what does it even matter?
Don't you get off that cart? I know dang well you can walk off the field.
Yeah. Quit crying. Hines Ward's in the Hall of Fame.
He didn't have any.
Joe says also 40 is a pretty good year. You don't feel the aches much until 50 and later. Dude, I've been feeling them since I was 30, so
yeah. Our genetics aren't all that great.
KCDC says you got to just start drinking more in your 40s to prepare for your 50s.
Is that how that works?
Oh, man. Anything, man. R.W. Sanders, what's up? Good to see you. I'd like to be 40 again.
What's going on?
Next for me is 70.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
70, man.
I don't know. I kind of look at birthdays differently now. Like, it's like you can't get mad at getting older. I mean, what's the alternative? You don't get older? I mean, come on now. I think you just have to take it for what it is and enjoy it, man. It is what it is. So I think it's awesome when people says, "Oh, next for me 70." That's freaking awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a birthday coming up, then every day above ground's better than below it, I guess. That's the way you got to look at it. I don't know, man. It's one of those things.
You're so depressed.
I'm with Tom. He just don't count birthdays anymore.
I'm gonna guess Tom's age just by his little profile picture. How about that? Let's see how close I can get.
Should we try it?
Yeah, I think Tom is a.
Let's say 45.
I think he's tricking us a little bit. I think he looks younger than he is. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say he looks probably about my age, like 38.
Right, but he's
But
already.
I'm gonna go with a 44.
He's alluded he was over 40, so I'm gonna go 45 just to be safe.
That's my guess. I'm going with 44.
Okay, I don't know if he's going to tell us. He probably won't. Who wants to? Bill and Chad, KC Sports Talk. What do you think about these national broadcasters say Mahomes is underpaid?
I mean, technically, yeah, I guess he is because they want to keep overpaying people that can't beat him. We've talked about this before. It's like these owners are getting absolutely duped. Like they keep paying all these quarterbacks all this money and giving them all this guaranteed money. Why are they paying them more than Patrick Mahomes? They can't beat him. So why do they deserve that much money? Like, you know what it is? It's desperation. Everyone's desperate to beat the Chiefs and Mahomes, so they'll do whatever they feel is necessary to give them an edge. And if they have to overpay a quarterback, it is what it is. But is Mahomes underpaid? No. Nobody in the NFL is underpaid. Absolutely not. Just my opinion.
Right. He makes a good amount of money. If you compare him to Lamar Jackson, yeah, he's underpaid. Okay, Almani says your ACL usually stabilizes the knee from any excessive forward movements. Tajay Spears don't need it.
So weird to think about.
I don't understand.
I just can't wrap my head around that one. I'm going to have to get with a doctor and ask him about this because I'm interested now. I'm sure there's a YouTube video out there where someone explains it.
Chris says too bad youth is wasted on the young. You know, I agree. I think we should, the old movie with Benjamin Button with Brad Pitt, we should totally age backwards, man. Wouldn't it be so awesome to be 25 and the 25 to 18 years and actually know about life, you know? I think that would be great, man. Lego Maego, what's up, brother? He says, unless you're like me at 40, I was thrown off of a cliff and bounced, hit by 2 cars, broken back, broken collarbone, and on and on. What?
What did you do? Did you have a gambling problem?
Wait, hopefully you were thrown off a cliff by like a vehicle of some sort, not a human.
Dude, it's crazy. He's still kicking though. That's all that matters. Lego's still out there slinging the waffles. That's all that matters.
And
that's insane though. That's insane.
Lego, if I'm ever in your neck of the woods and you're working at Waffle House, I'm coming to see you. I'm getting a waffle from you.
Hey, let me tell you this. Lego is 10 times tougher than anybody that tears an ACL. That's what I'm figuring out right now.
For sure. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a waffle from Lego Maego. And man, I like your all's omelets with the grilled chicken. So good. Where do you guys get your grilled chicken from? Let me know. I want to get that distributor delivered to my house.
Can I throw out a hot take? I'm going to throw a hot take out.
I'm going to tip you like a 20 at least for my waffle.
And no offense to Lego. No offense to you, bro. But Huddle House is better than Waffle House. If you know what Huddle House is, I
Way
think
more
it's just a southern
pricey
chain.
though, right?
No, they're both too expensive for what they are. But Huddle House is better than Waffle House. That's my hot take. Throwing it out there.
JB, I appreciate you. He says happy birthday, and age is just a number. It's all how you feel. Dude, I tell you what, one day ago, I was watching the TV show Impractical Jokers. Do you guys watch that? I'm sure you do. It's hilarious. They just showed
funny.
a new one with the guy got punished at the end, and they put him in a room and kept turning the lights off, and he was having to eat weed cookies. He was stealing weed cookies off people, but there was no weed in them. They just told him there were, and they wasn't supposed to eat them. And he was going around stealing people's cookies, trying not to get caught, and then blaming them for eating the weed cookies. Oh my God, I was crying, I was rolling. I feel like I'm like a 15-year-old kid that makes fart jokes and wiener jokes 24/7. So I mean, it is what it is.
You shouldn't feel like it. You are, and that's what everyone loves about you, right?
That's me. Tyler, what's up, man? He says my birthday is this weekend. Hey guys, let's go Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler, we share a birthday weekend. Enjoy the Derby. I'm sure you'll watch the Derby on your weekend.
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah, what's up?
What? I was getting ready to say Dominic's birthday is the 17th. My son, he turns 2 on the 17th, so maybe you and Dom can go enjoy some pizza together or something like that.
We need to.
Cool. Yeah.
Does Dom? Hey, no, bring him to PF Chang's. He'll smash those noodles.
Oh yeah, he loves.
Oh, we're gonna have PF Chang's together. Me and my boy Dom.
Low man crab rangoons. He loves crab rangoons. He'll eat those like.
Dom, like Steve's son, he's like 2. He's like a straight up mini me. He loves pizza. He'll smash pizza. He smashes Mexican food. My exact same order. Like he just gets it in miniature child form. Yeah, I love that little guy. He's awesome.
That's awesome.
Boats and Host says, am I the only 42-year-old that still wears Jinko jeans?
Dude, that's awesome. You know, I actually saw something the other day. I don't know if any of you guys know who Falling in Reverse is, the band, but their lead singer, Ronnie Radke. He keeps posting pictures of him and his friends wearing Jinkos. And it's like the craziest thing because it's the same ones I remember people wearing when I was in elementary school. So it's like, what in the world? Maybe they're making a comeback. Maybe.
Steve, Tom says that's a younger picture and he's 46 right now.
Yeah.
So
I called it. I was close then. I said 38. He looked 38 in the picture, but I thought he was 44. So I think I was pretty close.
He was 39 in the picture. So you were right on, I guess.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Thought he was 44, so he can feel good about being 2 years younger than he actually is.
Tyler says our linebacker room is fire. We have a good set of linebackers on this team. This may be the best defense Mahomes has played with. It's going to be the best defense Mahomes gets.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if we start getting a defense that can hold teams to like 3 scores, I'm talking 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
If we can hold a team under – I'll give you 2 field goals and 3 touchdowns. You can hold a team under 27. We ain't losing a lot of games. That's just the way it is.
Now, there are times when our offense likes to stall and annoy the crap out of everybody.
Yeah, that's the deal.
So I would probably knock it down more to like 21. Keep them at 21 or below. We're winning the game.
19 EHF with the 10 bomb. Good to see
bomb,
you.
Baby. We appreciate that.
Thanks for being here. I was mad at the media for gaslighting Chiefs fans for Kelsey, saying we were doubted when that same media said we wouldn't be good without Tyreek and chose the Bills to win. He was right. The entire time, everybody's like, who didn't pick the Chiefs? Oh, I don't know. Every single person in the world? Like, what are they talking about?
It's funny how they act like you're insane. But, I mean, that's just common, even in, like, mainstream media, not even talking about sports. They like to make you think you're insane, right? Like, we never said that, or that never happened. Like, if we tell you this, you're going to believe it, right? But, yeah, that's all they're doing, gaslighting the crap out of everybody.
Dude, I will watch them literally show you a picture of something happening, like a guy walking a dog, and they're like, today – nobody walked their dog on the street. And I'm like, you're showing me the picture of it, and you're telling me the opposite. It's out of control in this country, man.
Hey, thanks for the 10, though. We appreciate that.
Right. Joe says, Mahomes is smart like Brady. Take less from the Chiefs, make up for it, and then some from sponsorships, true, and play with a better team that allows them to win more championships and makes more money. We've been saying that forever. Yes. Everybody's always complaining, well, the Chiefs didn't want to offer Tyreek Hill. They paid him way more in Miami. Yeah, they did give him a little bit more like money on the contract side, but if you would have stayed in Kansas City, made money off of your sponsors, make money, why don't you just go out and like meet the people? I mean, I'm sure you're going to charge $500 per autograph. I mean, that's what you do. Like, you're not making enough money anyway to scribble. But by the way, you have plenty of opportunities to make money with sponsorships. You could have stayed in Kansas City, took a little bit less on your guaranteed payout. you could have won more championships, cemented your legacy, and instead you do it for the almighty dollar, and that's just what people
It
do.
annoys me. It annoys me when people are like, man, you got so much more money. Money matters. And I'm like, dude, okay. Yeah, it was like, 4 or 5 million a year, I think, or maybe even 6 difference. I don't know. But like, at what point does that matter to you? Like, I have a hard time being, the poor guy trying to figure out how the guy with, $250 million is mad that he's not the guy with, $275 million. Like,
Right.
that makes no sense to me. It's like, who gives a crap?
It's
I would
like,
rather
man,
stay where, like,
I
do you
only
want to, do you want to be the rich guy that's doing stuff that's good and like things that you like to do and having fun and winning? Or do you want to be the guy that has just a little bit more, but his life sucks? Well,
Right.
that's what it get, I'm not saying his life sucks in Miami. That's complete false.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, I just don't get that whole money thing.
Yeah, I'd rather have 4 Lambos and 2 championship rings rather than 5 Lambos and 1 championship ring. So we'll just Lego says, I got y'all whenever y'all come to Georgia. Lego, I want to go to
Nice.
Georgia. You want to know why? There's something in Georgia I want to do. You guys film a lot of stuff down there. I want to go down there and take all the tour of the Netflix series with Jason Bateman, Steve. What's it called? Where he worked with
Ozark.
the drug cartel? Ozark.
Love
they
that.
filmed that
Love
down
that
there.
show.
I want to go down to Georgia sometime and look at all the places they filmed. Also, they filmed like Vampire Diaries. Lots of shows get filmed down there. I want to go see it. When I do, I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to get a waffle. I'm going to give you like a $20 tip just for making my delicious waffle. And yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. Let's see. Chu says, saw this chart from NBC where they compare 2 years of Pat's rookie contract this year towards future contract of Hurts. Yeah, it's that same thing, man. Why do you want to keep paying people that can't beat Mahomes more money than Mahomes? It makes no sense. If I was the
Trying to beat
GM,
Mahomes, I don't get it.
if
either.
I'm the GM, I say, "Oh, you want more money than Mahomes? Why don't you beat him sometime, and then I'll
Right.
give you more." Okay, yeah, it's ridiculous.
I can't figure it out either.
Yep. Brent says pineapple on pizza. I'm a firm no on that one. Steve may be
Well,
different.
No, I'm not a yes or no on this one. I'm kind of neutral on this one because like I don't get mad about it like some people. Like they just freak out. They're like, "You have pineapple on pizza?" I mean, you can if you want to. That's cool. I get it, the sweet and salty thing. Like I've had like ham and pineapple pizza. It makes sense. I even used to eat a pizza sometimes that was chicken, pepperoni, and pineapple, and it was awesome. So I mean, yeah, it can be on there, but I'm not like it's not one of my go-tos now.
Right. Amani says, I'm only 19 and I'm already getting smacked around in college football, but hey, I'm pushing for the league. Dude, you play college football.
Nice.
That's tight, man. Where do you play? I want to check out your
Nice.
film. You know what? We'll put
I want
your
to know
film
what position
up,
you are too.
and we'll tell everybody to draft you in about 2 or 3 years. That'll be what we do. Gary says, Stephen, Mike, where you guys live, what is your favorite place to eat in Kentucky?
Man, Kentucky, they're not really known for food like other places. Like you hear about like the hot brown, like those are good, but they're
That's
weird.
what we have. You'll hear about that at Derby time in the mint julep.
Yeah,
That's what we get, and they're both kind of trash. Let's be honest.
man. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I can't think of a place that's around here that I'm just like, man, people, you have to try this when you come here. I really don't know.
I would say the closest I think that is a cool place to see, and it's not where you're going to see everywhere. You're only going to see it probably this area of the country. For me, is a place called Jailhouse Pizza. It's an old abandoned jail. You get to eat in a jail cell.
That's pretty cool.
Where they used to like hang people for like, I think like Billy the Kid was there, and Hank Williams Jr. was there, and a lot of people were at that jail. But now they've turned it into a pizza spot, so you can like eat inside the jail cells.
And you can tour it. Yeah, it's cool.
That's a cool thing, you know.
And it's
but,
right
like,
down by the Ohio River, so it's got good scenery outside too. It's a pretty cool little spot. I ain't gonna lie. And
so
the pizza's good.
Yeah, right. So for me, that would be something I would tell people to do, because otherwise I'm going to be like, I don't know, Texas Roadhouse. And you're going to be like, that's stupid. Oh, man. 19 EHF with another 5. And he
The
says,
5
Mahomes
bomb.
hurts. No being the highest paid QB won't get you into the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. That's
You know
exactly
what does?
it.
Championships. So Patrick Mahomes, let's think about this. Patrick Mahomes, one time I was goofing around. I looked at how much money he made, and I averaged it up to how much he makes per minute. It was insanity. It was like thousands of dollars a minute, like what he makes in his everyday life. So I was like, technically, if he takes a crap for like 10 minutes. This dude makes like 15 grand. He could buy me a car, in the time it takes him to take a dump. So
I read something about that one time. It was talking about Tiger Woods. At the time, he was the top paid person in the entire world, right? And they were actually talking about that. And they were talking about from the time that he woke up and decided to get out of bed and stretch a little bit and go use the restroom and come back, that he already made more than most people made in an entire year in that amount of time. And that is insane to think about. Like, it's weird, what a different world it is for some people, right?
Dude, it really is. Lego says Henry Ruggs III is going to prison. Yeah, I heard he's going to plead. He's going to plead guilty. He's not going to try to challenge it.
He should. It sucks, and it's
you can't
bad.
do stuff like that.
No, it sucks, and I hate it for him too that happened to him. Because it was his fault, and he deserves everything he gets from it. But at the same time, man, he's a young kid, and he messed up, and it does suck. There's the whole. It's hard to make those situations any better. But yeah,
right. Steve, did the poll ever finish?
I forgot all about the poll.
You forgot about the. This guy forgot about the poll.
It's been rolling.
Hey man, if you're just joining us, hit that thumbs up. Ka-ching. I know it's hard to find. You got to go through a hoop to find that thing because YouTube is designed like a idiot designed it. But either way, find that thumbs up button. Share us with your friends. Get in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. We like to talk Chiefs with you. Don't be afraid to talk to us. There's a lot of people say, "Hey, I watch, but I never talk."
Get in the comments, baby.
Get in those comments. Yeah. There's no dumb questions, no dumb comments. Steve, what's that poll saying?
The poll, 41% think it's going to be the Miami Dolphins, and I'm going to be among that. I think that's going to make the most money for the NFL and get the most eyes on the opener, right? And then 34% say the Eagles. So, so mainly Dolphins and Eagles.
Right. Speaking of the Dolphins, Scott Crosser says, in my opinion, Dolphins collusion was going after Tyreek too. Hill started building a house there the offseason before the trade. The Dolphins had a trade ready as soon as he asked for one. Yeah, they may have spoken to him. They were talking to Brady. They were talking to him. He gets away with it a little bit because Tyreek and the family's from Florida, so he just said, hey, I was building a home. That's where I grew up. Yeah, there was probably something there, to be honest. Maybe that's why they shot us a few extra draft picks. They were like, look, Brett, don't tell everybody we was colluding.
We already got in trouble for the Tom Brady crap.
We'll send you a few extra things. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know, man. Who knows? Tyler.
I think there's probably a lot more of that goes on than people even have any idea or concept of.
100%.
All there is to it.
Tyler says he's happy about Jerick McKinnon. Yeah, man, to refresh, absolutely. Jerick McKinnon is back with the Chiefs. If you've been under a rock, he's back. Brett Veach announced today that they're not going to pick up the fifth-year option on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. No surprises here. We said that. We actually told you guys yesterday at 2:30 that Jerick McKinnon was coming back 100%. That's just the way it is. Some guy in the comments is like, I don't believe you guys until it actually happens. I don't believe nobody. And some guy was like,
why?
Believe him. Yeah, believe me. I heard from Ian Rappaport. Like 9 times out of 10, I heard the same way you did.
It's not like it was not national news. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the story yesterday was Chiefs plan to sign Jerick McKinnon tomorrow. Like it's not like we made it up.
Right. Hey man, I will make up something right now. Chiefs Live, what's up, man? How is everyone?
Hold on.
Dude, we're good. The people in the chat is probably already telling you how they are. Chiefs Live. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Joe says if the Dolphins were colluding with Tyreek, all I can say is thank you very much. Yeah.
Pretty much, man. I mean, let's be honest here. Everybody loved Tyreek Hill when he was a Chief, and he was fun to watch. You're not going to see another player like him probably ever. If you do, it's rare. And I don't know, man. I do think it was the smartest move to just move on from him. I do.
I hear you. Gary says Dolphins opening game. I think that might be where they go, man. We're going to see how smart our chat is because, like, next Thursday we're all going to find this out. And we're going to see it. Steve, here's you one. Cole asked, who was your guy's favorite draft pick this year? Steve's so happy to talk about the draft. He loves it. He just wants to talk about it all the time, man.
I'm just going to tell you guys. It was after we covered the draft. I think it was after the draft. We did a live when we just, like, wrapped it all up and everything. Hung out with you guys.
Our podcast too. You lost your mind on our podcast.
Yeah, no, it was that's what it was. We recorded the podcast for Monday morning, and when we were done, I just lost my mind. I was like, dude, I can't draft. No, I'm so sick of the NFL draft. I want to throw up. Like, I can't do it. But yeah, it is what it is. I feel better about it now. Like, I'm fine now. At the time, I was just like having a meltdown. But my favorite draft pick this year is going to be Felix Anudike-Uzomah. I mean, he was my favorite pass rusher. A lot of people are saying that they reached on getting him. That's silly. He was definitely end of the first round, early second round guy. I think he was the best pass rusher in the entire group. And I think that we're going to get a lot from him because he is a Kansas City Chief, man. I mean, he grew up a Chiefs fan. They actually posted a picture today where he was a kid on the field. And then they had another picture of him in the same spot now. So, I mean, he's going to play with heart, man. I mean, if you grow up loving the Chiefs, the same way we all do, can you imagine putting that intensity into the games? Because you don't get that all the time. A lot of these players come play for the Chiefs, and it's just a game to them. It's a job. But I mean, for somebody that grew up like that, it's different. It's different. So I like that pick. What was your favorite pick, Mike?
Man, it's tough. I really like Felix. I love Felix. I think Rashee Rice too is a guy that Mahomes wanted. I think that was actually a plan A kind of pick for us. So I really like him. I'm going to go dark horse. I think Keandre Coburn, man. I really like him. He's got such a good attitude about him, man. Like, he was, when Brett Veach called him on the phone to tell him that the Chiefs were picking him, dude, he was crying. Like, I think he just had a baby. He's very, like, excited to be in this league. I think he's going to work hard, man. I think he's going to contribute right away, and I think he's going to make our D-line look good. I was one of the first ones to say that I think Coburn is it. People are starting to come on board. I seen Lance from the Spoken today, and he said, I think Coburn may be, and I'm like, yeah, Lance, there you go, buddy. Get on board, man. I think Coburn's going to be it. But I'll tell you who the one I'm most curious to see is Chamari Connor.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't overly impressed with his film when I watched it. I thought Chamari Connor was a 5th round, 6th round pick at best, and the Chiefs just seen something that they are absolutely in love with. Traded up to get him in the 4th. So, you know what? I trust Brett Veach. I'm excited to see him. Let's hope he comes in and lays the wood and just destroys people. Like, I hope
they were actually thinking about taking him in the 3rd round. I read that.
That makes sense because we like to take safeties in the 3rd, the same way we like to take wide receivers. That's the value. Brett Veach had said right before the draft that the best value in this was late round corners, and that you've seen he got Chamari Connor in the 4th, he got Nick Jones in the last round, and that's just what it is, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Chiefs Live says I really think Coburn's making an impact this year. I totally agree, man. I really do. Chris, how much cap space does a 95 extension free up? It depends on what he does. Let me see. I'm looking up. I wanted to see what Jeffrey Simmons did with the Titans. He just signed a 4-year contract extension worth $94 million.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty good. And then Deron Payne also signed a big extension.
So I bet it's something around there. It's got to be. Jones is in his last year of a 4-year, $85 million extension this season. I don't know. Brett Veach was asked, and he says, until you get a deal done, I don't know if in this league you're ever confident with anything, but I think that's on the list of things to do, and he says he's going to get it done. So Brett Veach is pretty positive. I think it could free up stuff. Again, everybody's like, does that mean we're going to get D-Hop? I don't know. I think this D-Hop thing
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think D-Hop could be put to bed, though. I just don't see it.
D-Hop's he's almost starting to be annoying. I saw today where he, was telling them, who said I wanted to go anywhere? You? You did.
Yeah, right. Rock Chalk, what's up, man? Did Mahomes restructure his contract? No. They said they were going to start talking to him about it, though. I think Andy Reid even alluded to that last week. Yeah. Edits. Just wondering, y'all got a second favorite team? Hell no. Nope. It's Chiefs or hey, if the Chiefs ain't playing football, 9 times out of 10, I don't even know if I want to watch it half the time.
Yeah.
And
same here.
If the Chiefs were taken out of this league magically and just dropped into like the CFL, well, I guess I'm moving to Canada because I don't have time for other teams that suck. It's Chiefs or nothing. Don't. And that's the way it is, man. I'm sure if you guys got other teams, go for it. Maybe it's one of those things where like you grow up in like Philly and you're a Chiefs fan because your dad, but you're in a Philly hometown. I could get that a little bit, but Or maybe you have a brother that got drafted by the Carolina Panthers. I don't know.
Well, that would make it different, right?
Yeah, that makes it a little different. But I have no skin in the game except for the fact I've been a Chiefs diehard since I was old enough to talk. I think my first word was "Go Chiefs, baby." And other than that, I don't know. But
it was definitely that.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I saw that written in your baby book one time.
Good. KCSN has Rashee Rice comp as T. Higgins. Somebody said that last
generous
time.
Comp. That's a generous one.
Generous comp. That is very, very
I think that,
generous.
I think it's a ceiling for him, though, right? I mean, I think he could be that good. Will he be? That's yet to be determined. It's all up to him and how hard he wants to work. But, I mean, I could see, that being like a ceiling for him, being something like a T. Higgins.
Yeah. I mean, I had him comp to Dante Moncrief. I say that name and nobody ever knows who I'm talking about.
I said Hines Ward, the guy with no ACLs.
Right. Steve said Hines Ward. Moncrief was 6'2", 216. So he's a little bit taller, I think. I don't know what the official Rashee Rice was. I'm pretty sure it was around 6'1", 6'2". But 204.
6'1", I think.
Yeah, and I think he was 204. Moncrief had about 10 pounds on him. But Moncrief played 83 games in the NFL. He had about 200 receptions for about 2,500 yards and 21 touchdowns. I think that's his floor, is Dante Moncrief. That's what I like to do. I don't want to go Hines Ward. Or, Steve said Hines Ward. I don't know if I want to go T. Higgins.
That's a comp.
Right. It is what it is, man.
Joe says... Be excited about it.
Joe says Felix was his top pick, too. Rice was a close second. Felix had such a motor and great moves. Great pick. Rice looks like Juju's replacement. Juju's another good comp for Rashee Rice. I think he could come in and do what
I think
Juju did.
Man, so I've been saying, though, I think that they're going to expect Sky Moore to do a lot of what Juju was doing last year. But now that they drafted Rashee Rice, I mean, that the options are open now.
Right.
Like maybe Sky Moore ends up getting that McCole Hardman type role or something like that. You never really know. I'd like to see Sky in Juju's role last year because I think that Sky Moore offers you more yak ability than Juju did. And I think he's got sure hands like Juju. And I think that that's somebody that Mahomes can rely on third downs. So I would like to see him get that. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Rashee Rice. You have to remember, though, Rashee Rice is a rookie wide receiver in an Andy Reid offense, meaning that he's not going to get as much production as you guys think he's going to get. He'll be lucky to get a lot of snaps.
Yeah, unless he just comes out and tears it up from the beginning. Like, you've always got those outliers.
Too, but, I mean, let's be real here. If you go by the past, don't expect a whole lot early on because Andy just don't really give them the guys that chance like that.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what kind of packages they're going to throw out. Like we kind of went from being, hey, we don't know who the wide receivers are to now we've got so many wide receivers you can't get them on the field together. I believe Kadarius Toney. How do you get Kadarius Toney, MVS, Rashee Rice, Sky Moore, and Kelsey all on the field at the same time unless you're just running 5 wides? You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't see us coming out and running 5 wides. Like half the time we run 2 receiver sets. So it just depends.
Right.
But yeah, okay. That's not even counting Justin Ross. Not even counting Justin Ross.
Heck of a rotation we got, though, guys. So, I mean, definitely something to be excited about.
Richie Ross and Justin Watson. We ain't even mentioned them yet. So it's like we instantly got deep there somehow. Plain Rock says, "What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy birthday,
What's up, Rock?
Mike." What's up, Rock? And I appreciate you, man. I really do.
The big 4-0, baby. If you didn't know it yet, you do now. Mike turned 40 today. He's an old man. So if you guys are new, if you just came on, make sure to wish him a happy birthday. Also, smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button, hit that bell so you can hang out with us more often. We got good people in our chat, so don't be afraid to talk.
Yeah, for sure.
Tom got here.
Tom says Rice might be a work in progress. I'm not sure if he'll make an impact right away, which is what you just said. I think Felix is a now guy.
For sure.
Yeah, I do too.
I think you'll see similar production that you saw from George Karlaftis last year with Felix, but I think he can top that. I think Felix has better pass rushing skills than George did last year.
And that's what Gary basically says is, how do you feel the K-State kid will do this year? I think Felix is going to be fine. I think he's going to have about the same amount of sacks as Karlaftis did, somewhere around that 5.
Might be able to hit that double-digit mark.
I'm going to guess about 5 to 7. That's my safe range.
Realistically, but I think that, he could come out and hit that 10, baby. That'd be nice. He's got the skills to do it. That'd be awesome, too. It's just a different look than we were used to seeing with edge rushers. Because Felix is more bendy and quicker, and so it's going to be cool to see a little bit of a switch up there.
Right. Brent says, I'm very excited for Wanye. I think he can take Niang's job.
Yes.
Man, anybody ought to be able to take Niang's job. Is
it Niang's job, really? Because I don't think it is. I mean, are they saying that? Is that what they're saying? That's Lucas Niang's job? Because I don't believe it. I would put money right now that if you played a full season with Lucas Niang at right tackle and you played a full season with Darren Kennard at right tackle, Darren Kennard would be way more successsul. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, right outweighs right outs. Right, I can't say your name. I'm gonna blame it on my eyesight. It's getting bad at 40. I'm just gonna call him W squared. W squared says we bleed Chiefs red over here. You're dang right we do, brother. Good to have you here. Appreciate you. Chu says he has seen bits of Wanje's interview. Seems to have his heart on the right spot, dude. Yeah. We say this every year. Brett Veach drafts kids who have had some adversity in their life. He drafts kids who want to be a student of the game. Look at McDuffie last year. You've seen him in some of the behind-the-scenes Chief stuff they released. I forget the name of the series, but he builds his own draft room and everything where he can study the game. George Karlaftis, such a good guy, had to face so much adversity at Purdue and everything with his dad and his girlfriend, and that's just what the Chiefs go after, high character guys. I mean, I get it. The Chiefs are also a landing spot for rehabilitation on the back end for some of the older veterans. But at the same time, we like to pick kids that are going to come in and make football the priority.
I got to bring this comment up real quick.
Go for it.
Let me find it. Where'd it go? I lost it. No. It was so funny and random. Oh, here we go. Extreme says Mike's B-Day. Technically, it's Mike's birth date, not birthday. If it was his birthday, we'd all be wet and screaming. Man, Extreme never fails to have the comment. It just makes you be like, what are you doing, dude?
Hey,
what are you talking about?
I had this. You guys can maybe settle this in the comments. I was actually talking today, and I was like, so you develop in the womb for what is supposed to be 9 months. But some children are premature. So, I mean, I've seen kids have to come out at the 3 and 4th month old mark and be incubated and things. And doctors are awesome. But at the same time, I've seen kids hold out for a month late. So do you start your first, how come when you're born?
Age?
Well, yeah, when you're born, are you 1 year old at that point? Should you start when you're born or should you start at your conception date? So I should be 41, right?
Technically, you're 9 months old, right? So your birthday wouldn't be for 3 more months.
Yeah. And then Kayla told me the grossest thing ever. She's like, "What's when you stop drinking amniotic fluid?" And I was like, "That's gross." And
Who says that, Kayla?
I don't want to talk about that. So apparently that's the key to life.
Lego says, who picked up Trey Palmer? It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They had a killer draft for Tampa Bay. They got Kalijah Cansey in the first. And they ended up getting Trey Palmer as well. They got a good player in the second, and it's just leaving me right now. I can't remember who it was, but they had a really good draft.
Yeah. Scott says, will we carry a fullback this year? Or are we moving on? I think this is going to be the year, Andy, don't take the fullback. As soon as I say that, Brett Veach will announce a fullback signing here in about 20 minutes.
They could, just because Andy likes to have them. But at the same time, I feel like it's not even necessary anymore because now everyone knows why they have a fullback, what they use them for. It's literally to come in and try to get that 3rd and 1. And then it's just why do you map it out? Everybody knows what you're going to do when that dude comes in. So, I don't know. I feel like it's unnecessary. We haven't really seen him throw to a fullback and stuff like that since Sherman.
Right.
So, I mean,
Chiefer says, I'm not seeing your gifts being delivered, Chris Wright. Is it me? Chris mentioned this to us too the other day. He said he's giving people gifts and memberships. YouTube's not delivering them. Just add it to the list of why I hate YouTube. YouTube has a vendetta against all Chiefed Up. They won't do it. Let me tell you. Let's go on a rant for a minute. Okay, so we released Jerick McKinnon's video yesterday at 2:30 p.m. and we're breaking some news. We're like, hey guys, we're telling you right now, McKinnon's back on the roster. 3,500 plays or something like that in 2 hours. And you want to know what? At the 2 hour and 1 minute mark, YouTube says, guys, I don't care you released that video. We're putting you into the abyss of YouTube. It went straight to YouTube hell.
Put us in the basement.
Yeah, we went to the basements of YouTube hell down there. That video got maybe 50 views an hour, and it still hasn't even crossed the 4,000. It does not matter what we do. YouTube attacks us like crazy. They act like we don't exist. It's pretty nuts. By the way, this is another thing. We're throwing out, Chris Wright's throwing out memberships, and it won't even give you guys the memberships. It doesn't even want people to be members.
There's nothing I can do about it on my side either. Like the only thing you can do is literally, allow gifts or not. That's it. The rest of it's all YouTube.
Right. So guess what? YouTube controls that as well, and they don't want us to have members. YouTube
They're
hates
probably
us.
gifting memberships to a different channel.
Right.
That'd be my guess.
They're probably giving your memberships, Chris, to someone else for a totally different channel. That's the way it works. Dude, it never fails. We're not allowed to have a what's the button they won't give us, Steve? And you contacted YouTube and you're like, why do we not have this? And they're like,
remember.
I don't know. It was like a join button or something.
Yeah,
YouTube hates us, man. If there was a YouTube competitor, I swear I'd go there.
Let's see. Chewy asked Kennard. CEH should be traded midseason. I don't think they're going to trade Kennard. Kennard's a really good pick they got in the 5th round last year. He could have went a lot higher than that. The dude is a tackle. He can also play guard. You got a lot of contracts getting ready to come up. Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith. They're not going to be trading away offensive line depth. CEH, he could be traded at any time. But no, they're not going to trade away offensive line depth. If they do, it'd be a head scratcher for me. I don't get that one at all. Mike, Rock Chalk says Locked On Chief says Mahomes restructured his contract. Look that up.
They didn't. I don't know what these guys are. Hey, Ryan and them they're tired. They're saying things that's not real, or they're smoking something really good over there in Colorado. But he is not. The only news coming up is that he restructured his contract to create cap space, and that was when he freed up that $12 million roster bonus into a signing bonus. That was all the way back in March. I'm not sure the date. March 15th, I believe. So
maybe they're saying
that's all
there
I'm
will
seeing.
be a restructure.
Yeah, maybe they're saying that he's talking about it, but they have announced that, a couple of days ago they plan to restructure, but I don't think it's been announced. I don't think they've settled on numbers yet.
Right. Tom says he likes how the Chiefs draft guys. Yeah, I mean, I do too. If you pay attention, if you just really pay attention to what they're, who they're talking to, who they're visiting with, you can kind of get an idea of who Brett Veach wants. Like he's very unpredictable to a lot of people, but he's also not if you really look into it. I think he gets his mind made up on guys pretty early on in the process, and I think that they have some guys that they want to go get, and you saw that this year. They got the guys that they wanted, like B.J. Thompson. Me and Mike had him on our radar since the get-go because it was obvious that they liked the guy. So I think that's how he does it. I don't mind it either. So far, you have to like the way Brett Veach drafts because it's worked out great.
Hey, Steve, read this one.
I think UDFA Deneric Prince will make the roster. It's a possibility just because if they keep 4, who's the 4th, right? We don't have Rojo.
Somebody brought up Derek Gore earlier. I could see that happening.
If they were to go sign him back.
Right, I could see them bringing him back. Right.
As of right now, I think that Deneric Prince does have a decent chance of making the roster as a 4th running back, if nothing else happens. But there's a lot of time. I mean, you never know who else is going to end up on this team by then.
And again, Jerry Neely could come out and impress in camp. They could move him back to the running back spot. Who knows? Epps here. Epps says, good evening, Kingdom. How's everyone doing today? What's up, Ep? Good to see you, brother. Joe says, another thing about the Chiefs draft picks and UDFAs is a high percentage were team captains. 100%. Jamari Connor was a team captain. Yeah, we always do that. That's why we said that they were looking at that's why they were looking at Carter Warren. That's why they were looking at Deslin Alexander.
They like team captains. They like high character guys. Sometimes you'll see them. Sometimes they'll take a shot on them guys that just have a little chip on their shoulder, like Trey Smith. He was falling because of his medicals. He had a chip on his shoulder. Darian Kennard was falling. had that chip on their shoulder. I think they like to get guys that have something to prove.
YouTube told me, Cole, stop. I kind of believe you.
Cole.
I think they're monitoring me, Cole. Like, they could believe me. Cole, when do you go live tonight? We want to cut off right before you go live so we can send everybody over your way. So, yeah, we didn't know if you were going to go live or not, but let us know what time you plan on it. Do some shameless self-promotion in the chat.
Because he needs our 60 people real bad.
You need these 63, Cole. I swear.
They are good people, though.
These are the 63.
They're the best of the best.
Yeah, these are the best 66 now. The best of the best. But yeah, Cole, you're right. YouTube probably will send me a cease and desist letter in the mail and said I've talked about them in a negative light.
Did you talk trash?
Hey, look, it is what it is. I don't know. YouTube just don't like us. Is there some kind of like VIP membership I'm missing to sign up with? I just don't get it.
They don't like your face, bro. They said you're old and decrepit.
That's true.
Chew says no fullback. Big Ray got another plan to fool around with involving tight ends this season. That's a possibility. I think that could be it as well. Fullback, though, I just think this is going to be the year they go without one.
Right.
I think that's what it is.
Steve, Scott says you have to allow the gifts. Are the gifts allowed?
They're allowed, sir.
I thought it was.
Yep. Yes.
Colinator is in here, says Chris. He was. I think he may have disappeared. Maybe I didn't see his comment in time, Cole. I'm sorry. Let me know.
He went back to his basement. He's mad at you.
Farquad, what's up, man? Have you guys recuperated from the draft?
Yeah. I guess.
No.
I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I'm
no
ready
time
to
for rest around here.
Right. I'm ready to see how the guys do. Am I ready to jump back into the next year's class? Hell no. We're gonna do that like 3 months from now. I'm not even touching it.
Hey, Cole says he goes live at 8 p.m. Central. So that's 9. That works out perfect. So yeah, we'll probably start doing Tuesdays. We'll pregame you guys for Cole. You can get over there and hang out with Cole when we're done on Tuesday night. So that'll be cool. And he does it every Tuesday evening. So we'll probably stick around Tuesdays as well. You guys can hang out with us. Get prepared to go over there and have some fun with Cole at 8 p.m. Central. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Yep. That'll be awesome.
Cole says you're crawling, Mike. He says you're too slow. You're too slow with the chat. Said that you suck. And that's why YouTube hates you.
That could be a possibility. It really could. I don't know about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, Cole, while you're in here, have you had that problem where people gift memberships and they just don't allocate them? Because I've allowed the gifts and everything, and it's like, it just don't work for some reason sometimes. It does some weird things. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, Chris is talking about it. I don't even know really what he's talking about. Greg with the 20 bomb.
Greg with the 20 bomb. What's up, Greg? Good to see you back, my man.
What's up,
We're
brother?
doing good.
to see you.
We're having a good night. Mike's having a good birthday. He's 40 years freaking old.
That's
old
horrible.
Man Mike. It makes me feel old too. I was depressed just like he was. I think I was actually the one that I sent him a message last night about midnight. I'm like, happy birthday, brother. What happened, dude? What happened? You're 40. Like, what?
Right. It's pretty crazy for real, man. Yeah, it's just weird. Jack with a $2 super sticker. Thanks, Jack. We appreciate you.
Baby. Appreciate it, Jack. Jack's an OG. He's been around.
Hey, man, if you guys are new to the chat right now, we're talking some football. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up, share it with somebody. It's a good time. We're pre-gaming for Cole. We're going to send you guys over to Cole. He's going live in about an hour or so. Yep, something like that. So it's going to be awesome, man. We're going to do that. Check out our merch if you haven't. Everything gets kicked back into the channel. So that's going to be awesome.
Check this out. Imagine this. Another YouTube anomaly involving our channel. Cole's never seen this before. Dude, it's always something. Now you know why Mike's negative Nancy.
All the time, man. It's really weird. Cole, one of these days, I'm just going to send you all of my YouTube metrics, and I'm going to be like, tell me why YouTube hates me. And if you're like, hey, your click through,
that's why.
Hey, I'm not even gonna BS. This is going over everybody in chat's head. Sometimes they always say click through rate. How good is that thumbnail? Does that make people want to click? You'll hear that a lot as a YouTube creator. Get that thumbnail.
Enough.
25% click-through rate, and YouTube says, not enough, brother. Get out. And I'm
Gary
like, what?
says, thank you, Chiefs Kingdom, for supporting Mike and Steve. Yes, we appreciate you guys for the support. You guys are awesome. The little community we have built here is freaking awesome. We got some great people in the chat. So if you're new here, hit that sub button. Don't be afraid to talk, because it's a good time. There's good people.
Co says, happy birthday, bro. I appreciate you, Co. I appreciate you.
I wish my kids went down at a normal time. My 2-year-old son, he likes to rage until 4 in the morning sometimes, man. He's killing me lately.
Right.
He is not about that bedtime.
Yeah, we were actually talking about it. I wish I was Cole's age again. I think he turned 32 a few weeks ago, or 33. It was early 30s. But yeah, Cole, I'm envious of that. I'm envious.
And Mike, Tom says he had a midlife crisis when he hit 40. So prepare.
I swear, I think I almost hit that last night. I was like, why am I 40, bro? Like, where's life? I felt like I was like skiing down a hill on the backside of life. And I'm like, I got to hit a tree or something and stop this for a minute. Like, it's crazy. Ep, give me $5 for the birthday. He called me a young buck. Thanks, Ep. I appreciate that, man. Hey, you guys are hooking me up, man. We're gonna have a good PF Changs this weekend with all these donos, baby. We throw this back into the channel.
Dinner.
You want to know what? Today, though, I'm throwing it into the PF Changs fund. That's what I'm doing. So I appreciate everybody here, man. You guys are awesome. I tell you what, when we're having PF Changs, Steve, we're gonna take some pictures, throw it up for the members, so you guys can enjoy some PF Changs with us.
For sure.
I'm gonna go live from PF Changs.
Yeah, I actually put some community posts out yesterday. If you're a Patrick Mahomes level member and if you're an Alex Smith level member, you guys get a permanent discount on all merchandise. It's 10% for Alex Smith, 20% for Patrick Mahomes. I put those codes out. We'll give you the codes once a month, and you use them at whenever you want to. It's all you. You get that permanent discount on all merchandise. So make sure to check that. Get that written down. That way, if you buy something from the store, you can save you some money.
Yeah, I want a hoodie. It's starting to get summertime here, though, but I want a hoodie. So, I mean, I'm going to wear it. Why? Because I use an air conditioner and I watch TV in the freezing cold.
I get yelled at for that all the time because I keep my air conditioning so low and so cold in my house. You know, the old lady's always like, why do you have it freezing in here and you're wearing a freaking hoodie? And it's like, that's just what's comfortable to me. That's what I've always done. So,
right. Ep says, how much of a delay are you guys set on? Chat delay is instant, and you guys see 5 seconds from what we do live. I don't know why. There's nobody monitoring it from YouTube that just cancels it if I say something bad, like they bleep it out like they do on live TV.
Is there a delay? I didn't even know there was a delay.
There's a little bit of a delay from what we see and then how it goes out to them. So if we don't reply to you instantly or we get behind in the chat, that's a pretty good reason why, man. But yeah, we're not ignoring nobody.
No reason for it.
Nikki says Jewish people count their age from conception.
That's interesting.
That's a good concept. Man, I love Jewish people. I really do. I like their culture. They're cool people. I just
love it. Good concept.
It.
Will Wright with the 10 bomb, baby, says for the birthday dinner. So PF Changs for you,
buddy.
Mike.
Yeah.
Will, thanks for the support, Will. That's awesome.
Greg with 20 more. He says, let me help that. Greg, thanks, brother. PF Chang fun. And then Chris cannot be outdone. And he says 25. Since gifting wants to play games, here's 25 to the Diet New Bros. Great pregame and happy 40th. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, maybe on Tuesdays while we're pregaming for Cole, we're just going to call it the Cole pregame. But yeah, while we're pregaming for Cole.
Prepare yourselves for the real YouTube channel.
Yeah, go watch that guy. But anyway, we may start doing some stuff. Like, I'm not opposed to doing the games idea or the trivia idea. That's kind of fun. But I want to come up with some trivia questions.
I like the idea of it. Yeah, if y'all put it in the chat if y'all have any ideas, some fun things we can do on Tuesday nights. We're doing a Saturday night live hangout every week at 9 Eastern Time, 8 Central. So we're going to do that every week so we can hang out.
Steve, I got a good idea for trivia questions. Why don't we ask them trivia questions about, like, us, so we're the only ones that know the answers, and we'll ask the stupid question and let them do it.
They're never getting it. Never getting it.
Like, how many times did Steve...
I think some Chiefs trivia would be intact, but we got to find some really good, like, stuff that no one really knows, and it's be hard for them to Google. So, but it's possible. We can do it.
Nikki says, I'm going to be 53 this summer, so shut up. Wait, and then Nikki comes back and says, 63, not 53, senior typo. Nikki, there's no way you're 63. I see the way you chat, Nikki.
That's awesome.
You chat very
She's young at
well
heart.
for a 63-year-old.
They done said it doesn't matter. It's just a number. It's how you feel, Mike.
Cole says a Cole pregame stream. LMU all wild. Hey, man.
Hey, why not?
I know.
Now
anything to help grow Cole's channel because he's suffering over there, guys. He only hit 100K in a year, Cole.
Last time I searched Chiefs, they only tried to break one of my arms to sub to his channel, not two.
We're trying.
So he needs to get back in the game.
We're trying to get 10K. Maybe Cole will gift us subs. Can he do that? Can he just send some of his subs, like just take them off his and send them to us? That's the new thing I'm going to start looking for. But no, man, it's all fun. Like we love.
No, we were
Cole.
thinking about
Cole
doing
does good
Tuesdays.
stuff.
You were thinking about doing Tuesdays anyway, but we knew you went live Tuesday, so now that we know what time it is, we'll just work it out
for sure.
that way. So
That'll be awesome. Yeah, somebody today asked us. What did they ask? It was something weird. It was on Twitter. Like, have you guys ever heard of RGR? I was like,
of course. Who hasn't?
Like, believe me, I think everybody here gets along. I don't think there's any channel that fights, except for maybe Cole and Chat Sports. That might be the two that just
they don't actually fight. I don't think
they may be the battlers.
Cole's just their dad.
Yeah, but
he announced it on our channel a long time ago.
All the other guys, like you'll see everybody go on everybody's show, man. We all get along. It's a good community.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of good Chiefs content for you guys out there. It's a good time to be a Chiefs fan, not only because they're winning and they have the best quarterback to ever play football, but there's also a lot of good little content out here. You don't have to watch ESPN talk trash about the Chiefs. You can go see the real news.
If you want to see a bitter rivalry, me versus YouTube. That's your bitter rivalry.
Till the death.
Hey, I'm 40 now. They have to respect me. I'm going to send them a strongly worded email.
Yeah, you're an elder.
I'm going to say, respect your elders.
Gary says, Chiefs Kingdom, thanks for hitting that like button. Yes, hit that like button if you haven't hit it yet. It just takes a second. One of these days I'll get the idea to put the like button actually on the live chat, like a normal place would. But until then, just, minimize it, hit that like button, and then come back. Pretty simple.
Hey, y'all let me know in the chat. Do y'all see the all chiefed up behind me? Right over here?
The little sign?
What color should my lights be, man? Blue?
Don't matter.
I just want to know what sticks out the best. That one looks cool. My walls are navy blue, so watch red. That's red. You can't even see it.
No, it's not.
I swear. The only one that really sticks out is like that really lime green color, man. Look at blue. Like, it just doesn't work.
Hey, Nikki says that it bothered her more to turn 40 than 60 because she still got ID'd at 40. We don't have that problem. Nobody IDs me. They're like, look at this old dude.
Nikki, you were getting ID'd when you were 40? Nikki must be hot, chat.
Hey, actually, we used to have a friend. We played in a band for years, a punk rock band, and we had a guy in our band. We all called him Slug, and he lost his hair. I'm talking when we were teenagers. This guy rocked the bald head, and he had I think we were out somewhere and on tour, and he was not 21 at the time yet. And that was the legal age to buy alcohol at the time. I think it still is probably. But he was trying to buy beer. We were at like a liquor store or something, and he stopped to buy beer for himself. And they formed a line at the place because there's so many people in there, and they started coming through IDing people, right? They're like IDing everybody. He's sitting there holding his beer, and he literally just takes his hat off and like scratches his head. And I watched the person that worked there like look at him and just keep going. And he was like 19 at the time. So I'll never forget that. Like genius and hilarious at the same time.
Dude, that's crazy. Cole says he leaves Chat Sports alone these days. They're out here trying. But type Y for Yeti or N for Nitro Code Brew.
Hey.
And Nikki also says no one fights Chat Sports. We just block them. I'm curious. That's another thing.
I've never really. I'm going to be honest. I poked fun at them on the Halloween episode just because it's funny.
Dude, I'm going to tell you something else.
I've never seen it.
They promote videos off of videos on YouTube. So, they group you. So if you watch All Chiefed Up and you tend to watch Cole, which I'm sure you do, I'm sure you see our videos pop up after each other. Well, they try to do that us with Chat Sports, and every time they piggyback us off Chat Sports, nobody watches us. So either Chat Sports fans hate us, but I'm starting to believe that Chat Sports don't have real Chiefs fans as viewers. I don't know who they are, but I don't think they're real Chiefs fans over there. I think they're bots or something. It's something really weird. So I don't know. If you guys
there is a weird correlation there.
It's really strange, man.
I know what you're talking about.
It's weird. So to this day, I think Chat Sports is all just, they're all computers. Even the guy that talks.
Type Y for yes or N for no if you think I am a simulation.
It's all a simulation, bro. Chris says, allchieftUp@gmail.com. Send your ideas, comments, likes, and help the Diet New Brothers out. And yes, that's perfect. Exactly what Chris said. If you guys got any ideas for the show, if you just...
Why does he know?
If Steve, if you want to send Steve a Diet Mountain Dew in the mail, go for it. You can send us Eagles tears like Steven did. Steven sent me some clabbered milk Eagles tears. Took 5 days to get here, but I drank it proudly.
If you're watching out there, Diet Mountain Dew, you have your opportunity. You can sponsor our next video.
You can.
Feel honored. Feel honored.
And you should, because there's 63 people in here that would probably maybe go buy some of that. Maybe. Nikki says, I used to be hot. I had bartenders think I had fake IDs in my 30s. Had gorgeous, thick, long blonde hair. Not anymore.
Hey.
Once hot, always hot, Nikki.
It's all good.
Once hot, always hot. It's the way it works.
Now you're just seasoned.
Right. My homeboy, what's up, man? He says, I have to take a shower after watching Chat Sports. Okay, so everybody hates Chat Sports. Why do they get so many views, and why are they so relevant? And then why does everybody hate other Chiefs stuff off of it? It's really weird. I just thought Chat Sports was part of the community, and everybody loved them.
Here, Cole says that he watches them on occasion. I've never watched it. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to talk bad about their content because I haven't watched it. I just really haven't. Most of the time when I'm watching like Chiefs stuff, like even before we started doing it, it was, RGR, like Ryan and Dan and them. And then, of course, you can catch Locked On. Ryan did that with Chris and some other guys. And then nowadays, it's like, Cole will be on there too. So I'll watch those are like right around through there is about who I'll watch. Sometimes I'll get on if I see like Kingdom Cast or somebody on, I'll get on there, support a little bit. But I mean, I've never watched Chat Sports. I just haven't. Nothing's ever struck me to click it.
I turned it on by accident. One time it just started playing a video and I was like, what is happening? It's like I was watching a weird like Jerry Springer show or something, but like there was no guest. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
It's because you're old age.
I'm old. You just got to leave me alone.
Hey, Jack.
Oh, my bad.
Hold on. Jack called me out for saying seasoned. It's the truth, though. Like, the age is just, you're just smarter and better looking and just seasoned, right? I mean, that's what happens when you get older. That's what's happening to me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get a little bit of white in the beard.
Hey, man, ladies love, like when Mel Gibson got a little older, they're like, oh, but we can't all look like Mel Gibson, I guess. Who else? They love like the guy from Uncle Jesse from Full House. Everybody loved that
John
guy.
Stamos?
John Stamos still looks like he's 20, man.
He looks the same as he always did. He's one of those people that
John
don't
Stamos
age.
have the best genes ever. Greek.
He's like AC Slater.
The Greek genes. Yes, that's another one. He's Spanish. Spanish and Greeks, man. They have such good genes. Oh, man. I want to get like blood transfusion from the Greeks. Is that something I can do? I don't know.
That might work. I'll let you click on the comment you were going to before I cut you off.
Oh, I couldn't say. Oh, here it is. Steve just says Chat Sports is kind of lame. Rumors Central just have something to discuss. Always stop and leave. Yeah, I mean, sometimes rumors are warranted. I mean, like when we were talking about D-Hop for literally 3 weeks, you have to talk about it. That's literally some of the only stuff there was to talk about.
Right.
But, dude, they were like, throughout the season, I think from like trade deadline on, they were like, is always rumored. Somebody knew. It's crazy. Kip, what's up, brother? He says, I don't know how they signed McKinnon without any money.
It can't be for much, right? I'm thinking it's around that 1 year, $1 to $2 million mark. That's what it's going to be for me. I don't know for sure if they released the details yet. If they have, Let us know. I have not seen it as of when we got on here live, though.
I'm trying to find it. I put in Jarek McKinnon. It brought up somebody named Nathan McKinnon. Who in the world is that?
Amani says chat sports constantly self-promos like every 2 minutes. Speaking of, if you guys haven't seen All Chiefed Up and you're here and you're new here, hit that like button, hit that sub button, baby.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But since you're saying that, go ahead and check out the merch too. You can use
Become
code,
a member.
Yeah, you can become a member and get 20% off for the Mahomes tier or 10% off permanently from, what is it called? What's the middle tier?
Smith.
Alex Smith. Are we still running our draft promo code, by the way?
No, it ended.
Oh,
it was
it
just for the
ended.
draft
Okay.
weekend.
Gotcha. Okay.
She says, I asked this earlier already, but what y'all make of signing another punter? Tommy Townsend is done after this year? ? I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to be out on Tommy Townsend. I'm kind of hoping he sticks around for a long time. I hope he's the next Dustin Colquitt because I love Townsend, right? Like, hopefully he stays around for a long, long time.
Well, Tommy Townsend is talented.
Yes, he
Let me
is.
tell you, when we went to training camp this past year, we were sitting right by Townsend, and Townsend was like low effort, just bombing 60 and 70-yard punts with like beautiful hang time. Dude, that kid is talented. Like, he needs to stay a Chief for a long time.
When we played football in high school, our punter, he was NFL level. Like, he holds
100%.
He holds records at Memphis for punting and stuff like that. And we saw in person just how ridiculous that is. And Tommy Townsend's like another level up. Like, I was just like, what? Dude, this dude is insane. Like, he don't get enough credit for what he does, man. Mike, did you find something about his contract or no?
No, nobody's released it just yet, man. Nobody's released it just yet. It says he was signed, but the details are under wraps.
All right. Logan, what's going on, Logan? Good to see you, bud. Do you think Rashee Rice is that Juju replacement we're looking for? Yes and no. I think that Sky Moore is also your Juju replacement. I could be wrong, but I just have a feeling that they're going to use Sky Moore in that role. Rashee Rice, you'll probably see kind of how Sky was used last season, like just sparingly, because Andy and the rookies, man, the rookie wide receivers, you just don't see him get a lot of work from Andy. But I mean, you never know. It could be the exception. I think Rashee Rice offers us a lot. He offers us a new element that we're not used to. It's a guy that loves getting in there and playing jump ball. Like, sometimes he gets too content when wanting to play jump ball. So if they can get him, more spot on his route running and get him to do a couple of different little things. But I mean, it's a different element than we've had in a while. We haven't had somebody like Rashee Rice. So I do like it. I love the pick. I think it's going to be good. Mike Ep says you hit the big 40, you qualify for being old, and I'm going to have to agree. And I'm right behind you. I'm nipping at your heels, man.
Dude,
the old train.
I am old, guys. I'm old. But I seriously don't feel old. I mean, that's what counts, I guess, right?
That's all that matters. Hey, Jack says he just stays here because it's comfortable and he likes to chat. Man, we have a great chat. Good people. So if you're watching and you have not talked yet, do not be afraid to. Good people there. Mike, what are you up to over there? He's 40 and he's lost his concentration already.
I was trying to find some clips of James Gaither just because he was awesome. Yeah, man.
That was our punter in high school, by the way. I didn't say his name earlier. He's now actually a Kentucky State Police detective. So that's kind of cool. I ran into him at the gym not real long ago.
Sure.
So
Almighty says all chiefed up sell promo is valid. Thanks.
hey, I had to do it, man.
Logan says save money and just cut the punter. We don't even need a punter on this roster, man. I think we just go for it every fourth down and be done with it.
Well, I mean, it works sometimes for the Chargers, but it doesn't when it matters. Sometimes it don't pay off playing Madden ball.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Chris, he saw Tommy Townsend's the biggest crap talker on the team. Dude, yeah.
Probably is. I could see it. I mean, why not? He looks like he's a fun guy.
Townsend's
actually.
a cool dude, man. I think he's pretty, like, isn't he into, like, fishing and stuff? And, like, I think he went to Florida, right? Yeah, man. He's just a good dude all around.
Chu says I'm quite an amateur to FB, but Sky has such a fluent catching motion. I just love it. Football, I'm assuming is what he meant. I just love it. Too bad he has such problems tracking high balls. I don't think he has a problem tracking them. I think that he had a concentration problem early on because he's not comfortable as a punt returner. I think that Dave Tobe kind of went rogue on that one and just got really stubborn. And I don't think Sky Moore felt comfortable in that position. But, once he figured it out, I think he's fine. So as far as like passes go, Sky Moore's awesome at tracking passes. So I mean, he's gonna be a good receiver. Y'all just wait for it. Steve says Sky's a great catcher. If Mahomes could just hit him in stride so he can keep trucking. Patrick Mahomes, I love Patrick Mahomes. I think he's the best quarterback to ever play football. But he does struggle to hit guys in stride sometimes. You'll see, even with his strong arm. But you'll see that with Marquez Valdez-Scantling. You saw it with Tyreek Hill a lot. Sometimes you just don't hit them in stride. They got to stop and wait for that ball. And it just is what it is. But I think it's just because Patrick Mahomes plays off platform so much, right? So sometimes he's throwing off his back foot or, falling sideways when he throws and things like that. So it just kind of comes with the territory.
Right. Did you guys see this today? I'm just going to bring this up. Has anybody seen this one today? Check this out, Steve. I don't even know if you've seen this.
Probably not.
Why Juju Smith-Schuster signed with the Patriots over the Chiefs, and he was quoted as saying, honestly, Bill Belichick is what he said, as if Andy Reid is not the best coach in the game right now.
Juju's just saying what he has to say right now, right? I mean, he's new to the team. He's got to say all the right things.
That's just crazy. He says, honestly, Bill, the allure of playing for Bill Belichick was apparently so strong. He got $16 million guaranteed to the receiver in his contract. It was enough to get him to spurn the Chiefs. He says, one thing I've learned playing against Bill is that if he ever double teams you, you're a key player in his eyes. So back then when he was doing that, I looked at it like, okay, he respects my game and he respects me. So that's why he wanted to go there. So Bill,
we all know why he went there. It was because that's where he got the best contract. I don't think that he was part of our plans going forward. I think we used him for that 1 year, and I don't think Brett Veach just really wanted to give him the money. We could have paid him what he got paid.
Yeah, I don't think we wanted to.
I
just don't think they wanted to.
Rich, what's going on, my man? If we use CEH in his final year under contract and then he leaves in free agency, I guess we get rewarded with in compensatory formula. Is that true?
I do think you'll get something.
I don't know how that works.
It's only if they sign and you don't match it, you get
that's
something
one of the,
like
that's
that.
one of the things that really confuse me about football sometimes is the compensatory picks. The way those things work confuse the heck out of me. But I've never really just sat down and tried to figure it out either. But it is what it is.
Jack says, I can't believe the Chargers gave us a linebacker for Christmas.
That's funny. They actually did offer him more money to be a Charger, and he said no, he wanted to be a Chief, which is amazing. Drew Tranquil, you the man, and I'm excited for you this year. So
don't you just get tired of losing to the Chiefs, though, before you're just like, dude, I'm good enough to play on that team. Let's go.
Can't beat them, join them. It's the old saying, right?
And I'm going to say this. If the Chargers finally beat us this year, then Drew Tranquil was a mole. That's what I'm going to say.
You throw them under the bus like that?
Only if they win, Drew.
Right. Ep says we got to get better in special teams this year. It's so important part of the overall game these days. I agree, Ep. I think that we struggled with special teams last season, but you noticed that our special teams is what kind of got us over the hump in a couple of the games this year in the playoffs. So they did come together eventually, but a slow start. I mean, it got us beat by the Colts and some other things. So I agree. I think they got Dave Tobe. I feel like Dave Tobe had to be like walking on some thin ice at one point last year because it was just pure stubbornness that he wasn't fixing the problems that we had. And we had to watch it week after week after week. And we were getting frustrated with it. If we were getting frustrated with it, I guarantee you Andy was getting frustrated with it. And we just saw it over and over again. But it came around. It ended up paying off later on.
Yeah, I totally agree. Hey, guys, we got 72 likes. 72. Let's try to
Let's
get
go make it
100. Let's try to get to 100.
Hit that like button.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I'm going to tell you the process. So what you got to do is you go to the top where it says live chat. If you're on your phone, it says live chat. Hit the X. and then it takes you to the screen and just hit your thumbs up and then go ahead and click live chat again. You're right back in. YouTube was designed by a gremlin, apparently. I don't know how to work the internet, so.
So Chris Wright says, who talks the most trash on the Chiefs? According to Frank Clark, it's punter Tommy Townsend. And if a trash talker is saying that you talk trash, then you do. Because Frank Clark talks a lot of smack. I loved his post-game interviews after the Super Bowl. Dude, Frank Clark's a gem. That's all there is to it. It'd be cool to see him come back on another 1 year. I wouldn't be mad at it because he's just hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. Ep says Juju was good, but I think Sky's the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also,
100%.
Rashee Rice.
I've been on that.
I'm telling you, Rashee Rice is going to be able to come in and do Juju's role. Probably within 2 years, he's going to be just as good or as good as Juju in this offense.
I think Sky's going to be just as good. I'd say Sky Moore's a 1,000-yard receiver this year. I just do. I think he's going to play that role that Juju played last year. I think you're going to see him find the soft spots in the zone, get those passes from Mahomes on third downs. And he's going to have lots of opportunities to create yak, and he's good at it.
Yep. Steve says players who say the right thing are fake, but when guys like Antonio Brown talk the truth, we hate on them. So where's the fine line? It is a fine line, man. That's why everybody asks questions, and they just give the same hum-ho answer like, oh, that's, it's a good football team. It's a good football
90%
player.
of what these guys say is, there's someone telling them what they can and cannot say, right? For PR purposes. I mean, they have to be careful what they say, especially in a world where you say the wrong thing and you're done for.
Right.
I mean,
Kip says if Clyde would have got $5 million for 2024 if we didn't decline his fifth year.
That's ridiculous.
You get that first round option to keep him. You get that extra year. Everybody else after the first round doesn't get that. They get to go to free agency. So it's basically like it's a franchise tag in a way. So yeah, you cannot pay Clyde $5 million. You just can't do it.
Do you find it kind of funny that most people think Clyde should have never been a first round pick anyway, and we had to decline the 5th year option? Surprise, right?
Yeah, we should have traded out of that.
Cole says, do either of you guys think Dave Tobe will ever be a head coach? At this rate, no, I don't. I thought there for a minute that he was in the conversation, but you're seeing Eric Bieniemy even have trouble getting a head coaching job, and I don't think. I think the main reason is it's just because of where they're at, right? Like they're in that Andy Reid coaching tree. You have seen a couple of the guys get those head coaching jobs, like what's his name over there, Doug Peterson. He ended up winning a Super Bowl with the Eagles, and he's doing good for the Jaguars right now. And then, of course, Matt Nagy went over to the Bears for a minute. What a terrible situation for him. I'm glad he got out of that, and he's back home where he should be. But I think it does them some good to get away from Andy Reid, not because, obviously they learn a lot from him and they become good coaches under him. But I think like Eric Bieniemy, I think it was a smart move for him to go elsewhere this year. So, if he can still prove that he has what it takes, I think he'll probably be the next one you see getting a head coaching job.
Let's see. Rich. What's up, Rich? He says Sean Payton with the Broncos vowed to use the rugby push until the NFL bans it. Here we go, sheesh.
Man.
Well, let me tell you
what
something.
it is.
If your quarterback's Russell Wilson, you're probably getting more yardage off the rugby push than you will if you just actually run an offense. So I don't blame him. It's whatever.
Kip says it was cool what Frank Clark said after the AFC Championship game. Yeah, dude, Frank Clark is a gem. Like I said, if you guys have not watched his post-game interviews, you're missing out. You have to go search those and check those out. They're hilarious. Like, dude's crazy.
Agree.
Chris says, after pre-gaming tonight, smash that like button and check out the ACU merch store and hit sub and join. Dang right, Chris. That's what you guys need to do. If you have not subbed yet to this channel, hit that sub button right now. Hit the like button while you're at it. Become a member. It's only $4.99. You can go with the lowest tier there and join. It's a good community we got going. It's fun times. And over at our merch store, like Mike said, everything that you guys buy or any of the donos, all of it goes right back into the channel, except for the P.F. Chang's dinner. Mike is going to get a P.F. Chang's dinner.
Yeah. And also, all members here in the next week or two, we'll probably be doing a members only live stream or something where you all get together and hang out. So don't miss that.
Coming soon. Coming real soon.
Yeah. Get over there and get yourself a membership so you can be part of that too. Yeah. It's coming really soon. Logan, what's up, Logan? He says Chiefs wide receiver room is low-key dangerous, just very unproven.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of upside in that receiver room. We could be really dangerous. I really do.
I mean, it is what it is, man. If they can come out and if those guys reach their potential, then yeah, it's going to be nasty.
Yep. Jack says Rick James is a sleeper. He can catch the ball and run. Hope that's his name. Yeah, I think they call him Richie.
It's Rich. Yeah, Richie James.
But is his real name Rick? Does he just go by Richie? I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, I mean, they've had their eye on him for a while, kind of like Kadarius Toney. Like they've been kind of keeping their eyeball on that guy, so they do like him. So good chance he's around for the season.
Right. Chiefs Fanatic says, who has more receiving yards for us by year's end? What's up, Chiefs Fanatic?
What's going on, man?
By year's end?
Dude, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'm going to go with Kadarius Toney. He stays healthy, and Kadarius Toney goes well over the 1,000-yard mark. I think he'll be the number one as far as yardage goes. Obviously Kelsey, but he don't count.
Yeah, I was going to say Kelsey. Yeah, I think Kadarius Toney, but Dark Horse, man, if he can get it together this season, it could be MVS.
Well, yeah. I mean, you saw what he could do in the AFC Championship game. Dude can beast.
And if him and Mahomes can work out that deep ball, look at how many – I bet you he left off 300, 400 yards in deep balls that Mahomes just didn't hook up on him this year. Like, there was several per week, 30 and 40-yard deep balls where he just was underthrown.
I will tell you this. If MVS could figure out how to get a little bit more physical and learn how to attack the ball while it's in the air and high point balls, he would be an absolute monster. But the dude just tends to lay back too much and wait for things to come to him. If he'd get on the attack mode, MVS could be really good.
Yep, I agree. Chu says, seriously, I do not get all the EB stuff. He is such a refreshment to listen to, a subtle entertainment and speeding up the focus when it counts. I love him. Bieniemy, obviously. I've
had a love-hate relationship with Eric Bieniemy. Like, I was just fine with having Matt Nagy as the offensive coordinator even last season. Like, I'm not like a huge Eric Bieniemy fan, but I do think he is a good coach, and I think that the guys like him. And I think that he'll, like I said earlier, I think it's a good move for him to kind of separate himself from the Chiefs and the little dynasty they got going and show what he can do off the script a little bit. And I think he'll be a head coach soon.
Right. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Chris is throwing out some memberships right now. So if you guys are in the chat and you see that pop up at the top, it pops up a little green thing and it says membership 1. If you go up there and click that, it'll give you an option and it says that you are allowed to accept memberships. So everybody make sure you have your memberships turned on, and that might be why they're rejecting it. Maybe a lot of people don't have their memberships clicked on to accept. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not anything me and you can do. I don't know how it works. But I do know if you click it, it says allow gifts, and then you can click that, and it'll say allow gifts on this channel, and you can either turn it on or turn it off. And it says choose whether others can gift you an all chiefed up membership publicly announced on this channel, and you got to turn it on. So maybe there's not enough people with the thing turned on. So make sure to do that if you're here.
Rich says, is Blaine Gabbert good enough for 3rd and 1 package, possible sneak and throw? Sure, I'm sure he is, but I mean that's silly, right? I think at some point you have to get over the fact that Mahomes hurt his knee on a quarterback sneak one time. I get it. I get everybody like being extra cautious with it and not wanting to do a QB sneak, but I mean, look at other teams. I mean, the Eagles live on that. That's like their thing, right? So I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't put Mahomes in those situations, but I mean, it's not going to hurt you. We have a running back on the team that's going to get you 1 yard anytime you want it with Isaiah Pacheco. Like he will do everything in his power to get you that 1 yard every time you hand him the ball. So I think that they need to just look at more, stuffing it down people's throats and quit trying to get cute on 3rd and 1. Just hand him the ball and let him get that yard. Like quit trying to come up with all this dumb stuff. I think it's just got to be a little more straightforward, in my opinion.
Hey, congrats, Rich. Rich got the gifted sub. So apparently there is something to it. If you guys want to be on here.
Did he though?
Yeah, make sure and get it. Yeah, Rich says he did get it. That's awesome. So yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe not a lot of people have their gifted subs available to be gifted. So maybe that's what it is. We're going to say that. Chris, they give your sub to me. That's me. Hey, but you know what? I got a sub from Chris because I'm watching it over here because we're live, so I don't want to miss chat. So I got a gifted sub from Chris. Thank you very much.
You remember?
They made me a member. Hey, I like it though, Chris. Thanks, because now I can gift members from my thing, so that's cool. I can't gift members from the channel, so I have to be a member for myself. So
right, and you talked about doing that. So
right,
that's
so
cool.
now I can gift my own membership. So that's awesome, dude. I actually just turned that on too. I wanted to see why people couldn't get gifts. If I shouldn't have turned it on, somebody else would have got a gift. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I snaked a gift.
Look what Mike did to you guys.
But you know what?
This is why I'm the better half.
I'm gonna return the gift. I'm gonna try to do some gifting.
Gift one out.
I'm gonna go ahead and gift out that membership.
Chieffer says YouTube just woke up. They did.
It's about time, bro.
Everybody gifted subs. Good stuff. Chris, you're awesome, man, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know if I said that yet today, but you deserve that shout out as much as I can possibly give it. So,
well, I tried to gift the membership back, and it needs my credit card security code, and I don't have it with me. So
you'll get it later. It's okay.
I'll re-gift it. On the next one, I'll re-gift that gift back, Chris, because I don't want you to just have to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a waste.
She says Justin Ross. Is he the reason why KC was so low on the wide receiver market? Second round, Rice is statistically a replacement. How high are you on him? Pretty high on Rashee Rice. I think that was a good pick. I think they got their guy there. Like I said earlier, he has the ability to do that juju row. He has the ability to do a lot of other things we haven't seen lately with the Chiefs, as far as having a guy that likes to go after the jump balls and likes to get the contested catches. Rashee Rice offers you that. He's a very, very good receiver. Justin Ross, I don't think Justin Ross is really the reason for anything. I think that Justin Ross has the potential to be a really good receiver. I think he has a very high ceiling. But Justin Ross also has not played a snap on an NFL field. He has an extensive injury history.
Boys, the gifted subs are going ape right now.
Nice.
Sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
But Justin Ross, man, high hopes for him, but I think people need to lay off of him just a little bit. I feel like he's getting unfair pressure put on his shoulders because everybody's acting like he has to be a Pro Bowler his first year, and it's just... It is what it is, man. Everybody lay off him a little bit. Stephen James says gifting out stuff. What about me?
Dude, make sure your gift is on.
No,
man.
it's on.
Yeah, make sure
He's
it's on.
He's a member.
Yeah.
He's a member.
Greg just threw out 5 gifted. Cole Keller was gifted a membership. Boats and Hose was gifted a membership.
Very nice.
Steve Atkins got one of those memberships. Mr. Few was gifted a membership, and KL368 was gifted a membership. So, dude, they went just like that, just like Chris was trying to tell us.
Thank the baby Jesus for getting it fixed. That's right, baby.
Right. And I think a lot of it is, guys, when you're in the chat, click that gift, make sure your gifts are acceptable, and YouTube will grant you the gifts. So apparently YouTube may not have been the problem. Just a bunch of us old guys on here don't know how to accept gifts from YouTube.
That's what it is. See, that's what Chief is saying. If you want to get a gift, you have to enable gifting.
Right. It is. Hey, Steve, that helps though, man. So I'm glad I was in the chat today. I'm glad you gifted me one, Chris. I appreciate you.
Figured it out. Cole says, cool tats, guys. I just got a couple on my 40th last year. So he's in the 40 club with you, Mike, by the way. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've got a few, I suppose. But most of mine on this arm of horror movie stuff related. You see Jason Voorhees, got the Wolfman, got the Crimson Ghost. I think I got a Freddy back here somewhere. Got Michael Myers up on the shoulder. My other arm, I got the Jesus here. And,
hey, Jesus on one side, Jason Voorhees on the other, baby. It just depends on what day, which one you're going to get today.
You getting the good side or the bad side? You're always going to get the good with me. That's all there is to it. But yeah, that's cool. Oh, man.
Wait, Amani says, we still not apologizing to YouTube for not fixing the like button. Yeah, you're right, Amani. YouTube, fix the like button.
Every other platform, you can just sit and hit the like button like a million times when someone's streaming.
Dude, I was on TikTok last night, and I literally hit the like button for a dude 100 times, and it put it at the top. He had 100 likes from me, and I totally wanted to help his stream. So, dude, YouTube, get with the program, bro. Like, why? YouTube's got to be so negative.
Gotta get in the game, baby.
KL368 has now re-gifted 5 memberships. So let's see who gets them.
Nice.
Nikki.
Very nice.
Nikki got one. Blonde Fox 315 was gifted a sub. There's 3 more out there. Who are they going to give them to? Make sure you got your gifts turned on.
We got 60 in the chat right now. Is everybody a member? Like, they even went and made everybody a member.
Right. Make sure you click those little memberships at the top, and make sure that you click that you want to accept a gift, and you'll probably get one. Yep, Javier just got one. Javier Sanchez was gifted a membership. Javier, I've not seen you talk in the chat, my boy. Like, come say hey to us, my friend.
Ep says he's going to lurk, going to grab some grub. Man, I'm right there behind you. I'm starving. I ate a banana this morning, and I've done mowed the grass and everything else. I'm starving,
Right.
dude.
It's 8:50. Cole's going to go live in 10 minutes. So we're probably going to kick you guys out here in about 5 to 6 minutes unless you guys get over to Cole and start getting his chat amped up. Let him know that you've seen him on here today and that you appreciate his little bald
and
head.
that we sent you. We said,
Yeah.
hey, go watch Cole.
So
Go watch that beautiful bald man with his
look,
big
all
red
chiefed
beard.
up wants to rub your beard. Just tell him.
He's going to be so annoyed with us eventually. But
He
you know
is.
what? Deal with it, Cole. Deal with it.
Oh,
Man. You guys are gifting stuff out. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Can't say that enough.
Yep. Chris says you got to turn those giftings on, which means you got to go click those little gifts and say accept a gift from this channel and you'll get one. Oh, Cole's back. Rub my what?
What did you? Who said something about rubbing stuff? You?
I did. I said tell him we wanted to rub his beard.
Oh.
But I meant to say beer. So rub your beard.
Rub his
Cole,
beard.
what are you drinking tonight? We're going to
Cole's always got some kind of interesting random beer, right? He's part of the I forget what they call it.
Cole reminds me of the guy we were in a band with, Slug. Because Slug would just drink the most random beers 24/7.
Bald with the beer.
Yeah, he
Bald
looks
with the
just
beard.
like you, kind of. I'm going to find a picture of Slug and bring him up. That's my goal right now.
He doesn't really look like Cole at all.
No,
Let's
he
be
doesn't look
honest.
like Cole. But he does have a beard. And he drinks beer. So, I mean, I'll find a little
Also,
picture.
just water
of him real
tonight. He
quick.
had 50 beers on draft weekend. Yeah. Cole, you're past that 30 mark, so you're too old for all that. So water it is. Hydrate, young man. Got to be responsible.
Yeah, be responsible.
Javier says Cole is a coffee gangster. Man, y'all do love your coffee over there on that channel. Coffeeing it up. I love coffee too. I just don't drink it all that often. It's not like an everyday thing for me, but I love it. It's so good.
Yep.
I've not got Cole's coffee yet, but maybe I'll buy a bag of it and try it out.
You should. Should we do a live Cole coffee?
We're gonna
Taste
give a live
test.
review about it. Hey, I'm gonna be critical too, Cole. So if you didn't pick the right
Oh.
beans,
If there's anybody
Cole
who knows
didn't pick
about
the right. Cole's like, I picked the beans from Mexico and Ethiopia.
Steve, if there's anybody
you
that
know,
knows
they
about,
better be good.
if
They
there's
better
anybody
be
knows
good.
about beans, it's the guy that's eating Mexican food for the last 4 days in a row. So
That'd be me. Caffeine, the Christian drug of choice. Yeah, that and nicotine. About right. Man. Amani says, is it me? Why does Cole look like the younger version of Craig Stout from KCSN? I said the same thing, Amani. KCSN had something on the other day. Cole Stout came on there, and I was like, look, they have a Cole. I said Cole Stout. That's the hybrid between the two.
right. Check it out. Can you guys see him? I'm gonna bring it up. There's our boy
Slug.
There's our boy Slug. We went to high school with Slug.
Yes.
He was the bass player in our band. If you can see, he's got a nice epic beard, kind of like Cole. If he takes his hat off, he's got a pretty slick head. I don't think Cole,
Yes.
he don't shave his head like Cole, though. I think Slug's just balding a little. But you can also see it's covered by a koozie. He's drinking a random beer because that's all he does. And
Guarantee
yeah,
it.
man, Slug is the man. He's probably going to sue us for putting his image up without his knowledge. Sorry, Slug.
You deal with it. Deal
Slug,
with
you
it. Slug.
deal with it, bro.
T-Bone, what's up, my man? How you doing? Glad you made it. You caught us the end. But you can get over and watch Cole. And how about those Chiefs? He's getting ready to go live. And we'll be on Saturday night as well. We're going to do Saturday night. So at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central on Saturday nights, every Saturday night. And then I think we're going to start doing Tuesdays around that 6:45-ish Eastern Time, 5:45 Central. So we'll be on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So if you want to come back and join us, man, please do. Please do. We'd love to have you.
Man, oh man. People's throwing out subs like crazy right now, bro.
Yes, Greg Coleman with a 20 bomb. He says, I'll fund the coffee, guys. Order it up. You'll love it. Facts. That's it. I'm going to get some of Cole's coffee now.
Do it.
Greg said so.
We're going to do a live review of the Cole coffee. It's going to be epic. We may do that on the next pregame if it gets in time. Next week's pregame. Cole says caffeine is the Christian drug of choice.
I already pulled that one up.
Oh,
when you weren't paying attention to me.
Sorry.
Steve says, Slug looks German.
He acts
He
German.
would probably laugh at that. He would laugh at that for sure. Chris
True,
Wright
man.
says turn on gifting. So if you do not have gifting turned on, make sure to do that. That way you can get one of these memberships that he's so, giving out to everybody, man.
Yeah, they're not getting completely claimed yet. There's still a few out there. So if you want to be gifted, turn on gifting. It's pretty easy to do. Just go to the top where it shows those little green gifts. Click it, and then just hit the little switch that says you'll accept gifts, and you get it. So it's awesome. Again, you guys, we're going to do live, just a membership only.
Yes,
like
members only live
and
streams coming
things,
up soon. Probably within the week.
Yeah, and you guys will get all kinds of merch deals and different things. So it's
I'm going to throw out a community. I'm going to throw out a community post for just members. I'll probably maybe put a poll up and see when you guys would want to do members only live streams, like what night of the week, and we'll try to do those once a month, obviously. So definitely be doing that. Keep an eye out for that one.
Gary says thanks, Mike and Steve.
Hey,
Great
thanks for
show.
being here, Gary. We appreciate you, man.
Just wanted to spend a little birthday time with my Chiefs family. It makes the day a lot better. You guys made me feel a little better. You guys made me feel a little better about turning 40.
Yeah. They told you weren't old. You needed the reassurance.
I did. Chris Wright said pregame is the new Tuesday night hangout. It is.
Let's do it.
It is. We're doing a Tuesday
Y'all come
night
here,
pregame.
We'll get you ready to go. Then you can get over there and you can bug Cole. Tell him all kinds of crazy stuff that you want to rub his beard, like Mike.
He not saying he won't ban you for that, so I don't know.
He's a delete. Stephen James says, build it and they will come. Wayne's World 2 action, baby. The Naked Indian. If you build it, they will come.
I do love a good naked Indian.
Doug, what's going on, my man? Last but happy Punk Rock Tuesday. Let's go. Heck yeah. Punk Rock Tuesday. I think we're going to get on out of here for the night, though. You guys get on over there to How About Those Chiefs and check out Cole on his live stream. Tell him we saw your beautiful face over there on the How About Those Chiefs. And until next time, I think Saturday night. Make sure to be here on Saturday night.
We'll be back Saturday. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, guys. Appreciate it. We're going to have some PF Changs this weekend.
Absolutely.
You guys are awesome, man. You guys
have
awesome.
a good one.
Enjoy Cole. See ya.